Show with Flip Scott, Tony Randall, Billy Eckstein, and Flip's special guest, Phyllis Diller. And now, here's Flip.
It makes me feel very good to be able to tell you that chivalry is not dead. I was in a restaurant a couple of days ago, a little dinette. I was sitting there in a booth having a bowl of soup. I like soup, split pea soup. And that thick roll, you know, when you dip the roll in the soup and it goes, and you just sit there and bite the roll, you know. Well, I was having the roll and my bowl of split pea soup. And this little fella comes in, and he sits in the booth across from me, and he's having some soup, too, out of my bowl. Yeah, all he ordered was some rolls. But he wasn't just dipping them, he was breaking them up, you know? Had a spoon. Well, 3 booths down from us, there's this big guy sitting. I didn't know the guy, I never saw him before. He's a big guy, his shoulders were way up over the booth. And he had this lady with him. I don't know what their relationship was, but they were there in the booth together. And all of a sudden, for some strange reason, this guy jumps up and goes, smack! And he smacked that woman right in the mouth. Well, the little guy, right away I knew he was a gentleman, because he jumped up out of the booth, and he ran down the aisle, and he got right up in that big guy's face. He said, mister, he said, I don't like that. So that's against everything that I was taught. Said I was always taught that a man should respect a lady. Said, I dare you. I'm not jiving, Jack. I dare you to let me see you hit that woman. You better not let me see it. I'm not jiving either. Big guy grabbed a chair and broke a leg off. One of those mahogany chairs with the twisted legs, the little knot sticking out. He snatched the woman out of the booth by the neck and pinned her up against the wall of the booth. Smack! 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 With the chair leg. Hit about 15 times. I stopped counting to 15. I closed my eyes. Slammed her down in the booth. Little guy was really hot now. Little guy said, mister, he said, this is ridiculous. He said, in 10 more minutes, you're going to be stepping on my toes. I said, now, but a chair leg? You hit that lady with a chair leg? Ridiculous. So now I'm going to give you one more chance. That after this, it's finish, over, through, done, quit. That I triple dare you to let me see you hit that woman again. You better not. You haven't got that much nerve. You better not let me see it. I'm not jiving. Big guy snatched the woman out of the boot by the neck. Turn her upside down like a popsicle. Had a handful of a neck. A handful of neck doesn't leave too much neck. I mean, for breathing and everything, you gotta have a little neck in there. Took her by the neck and he beat her off the walls of the booth. Slammed down and jumped up. Then he picked her up and threw her right out the swinging doors. Only thing to stop her from landing in the street was a back at that fire hydrant. The guy walked out, he looked at the lady laying there. Big fella looked at her and said, well, what have you got to say now? Little fella looked at the woman, then he looked at the guy, and he said, you better go home, lady, that fella will kill you. Got to tell you what happened at the airport. Los Angeles International Airport, 2 weeks ago. I'd gone out to the airport, and I was waiting in front of the arriving passengers' baggage claim thing, you know? I was waiting for a lady friend, you know? Got lucky. So I was waiting, I was relaxing there in Killer, you know? And the tape's on, and there was air conditioning, and I was just leaning back there. And I saw this green this green two-door sedan pulled up behind me. Two-door sedan? Well, the car pulled up. Look, I was out there at airport, see? The car pulled up behind me, like in the view of the mirror. I could tell it was Soul Brother. That wasn't the problem. He was the only one person in the car. And I watched him. He got out of the car, and he came up, and he walked along beside my car, and he leaned down. His face was right against the window there, you know, and I was just kind of being cool, you know. And then he tapped on the glass. So I turned the music down, and I let the window down. I said, how you doing there, Soul Brother? He said, Flip Wilson, that you? I said, yeah, man, this is me. He said, that sure is you, ain't it? He said, you look just like yourself. I said, thank you, bro. He said, you sitting on top of the world, ain't you? I said, well, I wouldn't say I'm sitting on top of the world, but I will admit that I'm doing all right. He said, what you doing out here at the airport? I said, well, I'm waiting on a lady friend. He said, white girl? You better stay away from the white girls now. I said, I'm waiting on a soul sister. He said, no, you ain't. He said, I'm gonna stay right here till she comes out. I'm gonna see. So I said, okay, bro. So the lady comes out, soul sister. She gets in the car. He said, you were telling the truth, weren't you? Then he looks at the chick. He said, say, you Geraldine? Chick said, no, I'm not Geraldine. So he said, say, Flip, said, lean over here. I lean over. Said, them white people like you, don't they? Said, well, I guess you could say that. He said, they do anything you tell them to do, won't they? I said, well, I don't know about that. He said, yes, they will. He said, I hear them talking about you all the time. He said, they'll do anything you tell them to do. I said, really? He said, yeah. He said, tell them to do something. So you got the message. My guests this evening are Tony Randall, Miss Phyllis Diller, and Mr. Billy Eckstein.
Squadron headquarters. Colonel speaking. What? Are you sure? One of my men down, eh? Carruthers, eh? Hit the mountain and went boom. Thank you. Carry on. So long, Carruthers. Skywriting is a rotten business. The risks are high, the pay is low. Why do I do it? Oh, why am I kidding myself? I do it for this swell uniform. Send in the rest of the squadron.
Blue Max reporting, sir.
Max?
Yes, sir?
Max, we've lost Carruthers.
No! Not Carruthers!
Yes.
What happened?
He was writing Coca-Cola, it's the real thing, and he ran into heavy flak over a Pepsi plant. Yes. Take it easy, Max.
I'll get you for this, Joan Crawford!
I'll have to tell his wife.
I'll tell his girlfriend.
Where's the rest of the squadron, Max?
Sir, they've probably run out of fuel. Takes a long time to write who is Harry Kellerman and why is he saying all those terrible things about me at popular prices. Probably never come back.
Oh, Max. I'll have to call Madison Avenue for replacements, and you know what that means. Green kids in gray flannel suits. How can I send them up in crates like those?
You've been sending me, sir. Everybody got to take their own shot.
You've won everything but the Distinguished Spelling Cross. You're a great flyer, Max, but you're a lousy speller. You're the only man in the outfit who can't spell NBC.
I can spell NAACP.
This is the spelling 69th, Max.
I can spell core.
Where's your fighting spirit?
I can spell help and SOS.
You're not dotting your I's.
Sir, my nerves are shot. I think I have spelling fatigue.
You're not crossing your T's, Max. Yesterday you did cross a T, but you left a trail of smoke in the air.
Well, sir, I wasn't spelling. I was on fire.
We can't relax. Max, this is war. We're fighting for the minds of the people. Here they come.
The people?
No, the squadron is coming back. Only 2 came back, Max.
2 out of 45?
They're not landing. What are they doing?
They're spelling I quit. I'm gonna quit too as soon as I learn how to cross a T.
Oh, you can't quit, Max. Max, you're my ace. My ace of...
Sir? I'd rather be referred to as the equal opportunity pilot.
Time for briefing, Max. Max. Class will come to order, Max. Put away your flute, Max.
Sir, can I sit up front now?
Yes. Men, squadron has been selected to carry out a most dangerous mission. I'll need volunteers. Do I see a show of hands? How about you, Max?
Sir, I don't volunteer. I've never volunteered, and I don't intend to volunteer. I was always told never volunteer, and one thing that I will not do is volunteer. No one can make me volunteer. Volunteering is out, and that is fine.
I order you to volunteer.
Yes, sir.
Relax. Here are sealed orders. Stamped. Top secret.
It must be important, huh?
Let's open it and see what's inside.
Yeah.
My fingers are trembling, Max. Holy mackerel!
Is that what it says?
No. This is the big one we've been waiting for, Max. Ernest and Julia want us to spell out Napa Sonoma Mendocino.
Sir, this is going to be more dangerous than the time I tried to spell Manischewitz.
How you feel, Max?
Sir,
Max. Max.
don't make me go.
We need you, Max.
I got too much to live
We
for.
all do, Max.
I don't want to die.
Pull yourself
I
together.
want to live.
Sorry, Max.
Thanks, sir. I needed that.
Take off at dawn. Let's synchronize our watches.
Sir, I simonized my watch yesterday.
I've got 0300.
I got old 400. Say, if you move yours up a half 100 and I move mine back a half 100, we'll have the same time.
Good. It's now 0250. I wonder what time it really is.
Sir, I'd like for you to take care of this. It's my class ring
Max.
and my wallet and my little address book. It's in case I don't come back.
Oh, Max, you crazy kid. You'll come back. You've always come back. You're the best pilot I've got, Max.
Sir, his cup has more pencils than mine.
Goodbye, Max.
Goodbye, sir. Don't take any wooden nickels.
Be careful.
I can't let that kid go. Max! Max!
Sorry, Max. Napa, Sonoma, Mendocino. So long.
Tonight I've combined the singing styles of Miss Phyllis Diller, Mr. Tony Randall, Mr. Billy Eckstein, and yours truly. Yes. What I had in mind was a medley of the 40s. This was too important an assignment to let George Weil handle, so I did it myself. I chose the songs and did the arrangements. I had to be particularly sure that the right songs were selected to match each singer's personality. Hit it, George!
I say R-A, R-A-G, R-A-G-G, rag, R-A-G-G-M-O-P-P, rag, ba 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 rag, ba 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 rag, ba 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 rag, ba 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 rag, ba 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 R-A-G-G-M-O-P-P, rag, ba.
Heartache, my loving you meant only heartache. I love the jive and it loves me. Coffee and tea and the jiving in me. A cup. I love Java, sweet and hot. Smish the motor on my coffee pot. Shoot me the pot and I'll pour me a shot. A cup.
If I've told a lie, if I made a lie, when I said goodbye, I'm sorry you should be. From the bottom of my heart, I apologize.
Get back to Sama. You're wrong. You're kind of. Any longer. But always making and the shaking of the making, leave me aching. Slowly, South America. Take it away.
You always heard
Sing the song, honey.
the one you shouldn't hurt at all.
If I've caused you pain, I know I'm to blame. I must have been insane. Believe from the bottom of my heart, dear, I apologize.
One night when the moon was so mellow, Rosita met young Manuelo. He held her like this, and stole a kiss, this fellow. Tippy, tippy, tin, tippy, tin, tippy, tippy, tin, tippy, tin. He kept on a stealing, and he had a feeling he was satisfied. Tippy, tippy, tin, tippy, tin, tippy, tippy, tin, tippy, tin. She was staying closer, so he held her closer than he was.
From the bottom of my heart, last time, I apologize. I know I don't care.
care more than words can say. If I didn't care, would I feel? If this isn't love, then maybe I'm wrong. Then why do I lie awake all night? I love you, and
Honey child, honey cow. Would it be the same? Would my repair begin anew with just your name?
And would I be sure that this is love beyond compare? Would all this be true if I didn't care for you?
F-U-N-T-I-M. Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome to another Saturday morning Fun Time show. And for those of you just born, I'm Captain Greedy. Today we have some wonderful old cartoons for you, but first it's time to introduce my good friend and yours, Sheriff Leroy.
Good morning, Captain Greedy. Down, boy. Oh, hey, hey. And give me some sugar. There you go. He broke his leg. How you doing, little soul brothers and soul sisters? This is your fun-loving cowboy sheriff, Sheriff Leroy.
Sheriff, what time is it?
It's Saturday.
It's birthday time. Sheriff Leroy, who's our lucky birthday winner this week?
Well, according to the postcard picked by Walter, our fun-time parrot, the lucky little girl is Diane Chapman, who's 5 years old today. Congratulations,
Congratulations,
Diane!
Diane!
Yes, Diane, if you look in the closet, you'll find a present for you. If you see a strange man in the closet, that's for your mommy.
And now, kids, we have a marvelous cartoon for you. But first, we have some exciting new toys to show you. You're going to go crazy about Schlock toys. Remember our slogan, if it's Schlock, it's in stock.
That's right. These toys are not only entertaining and educational, but they break soon. That way you keep getting new ones. Yes, kids, and don't forget, Christmas is coming, and no one can stop it. Yay for Christmas! Yay! Christmas!
So start bugging your parents now. Don't wait for the last minute. Ask for everything you see. And if they say no, don't just cry. Stomp your feet, roll on the floor, refuse to eat.
That's right, that's how we got this show.
We have souvenir toys of your favorite television shows. Real German helmets from Hogan's Heroes. Mannix brass knuckles. Sermonette pencil boxes. All in the family sweatshirts with hate sayings you'll love. And from the game of the week, the official football personally blown up by Howard Cosell.
That's right. Kids, here's a great toy. Yes, sir. This is the official Dr. Marcus Welby lunchbox. Yeah, now this lunchbox comes with a tongue depressor for scraping peanut butter off the roof of your mouth. Not only that, it has a pair of rubber gloves for eating your ding-dong. Has a picture of Robert Young washing up. And instructions for faking an upset stomach so he can get to stay home from school. All of this for only $36.95.
That's Say, kids, $36.95, gang. And for the first 100 kids who call in, the price will be $37 even. And now, that cartoon I promised you.
But first, take a look at this. It's the new improved e12 game. Looks like a lunchbox, doesn't it? Well, in addition to the usual handcuffs and badge, this game comes with a set of constitutional rights and a can of mace. It'll be a gas playing the fuzz. Oh, be the first kid on your block to try the no-knock law. Arrest your sister on a 509, 604, 713. You get all of this for only 12 in God We Trust payable on demand American dollars.
This game will only be sold retail. As a special added bonus, you will receive 10 free lessons from the Jack Webb School of Acting.
That's where we went, right?
Right? Take it away,
Oh,
Sheriff.
yes, when you brush your teeth, don't forget to use your movie of the week toothbrush. If you don't have one, write in immediately because we only have 3 million left. Now for the cartoon. But first, Captain has something he wants to show you.
Say, kids, here's something better than Ken and Barbie. A Johnny Carson doll, a Dick Cavett doll, and a Merv Griffin doll. You wind them up and they kill each other. You can have the entire set of 3 for only $39.95. I know that's expensive, but the batteries are free.
Free power to the people. Well, that's about it, gang. It's time to go.
Oh, what a shame, Sheriff. We didn't have time for our cartoon.
Again?
Oh. Tell you what we're going to do, kids. We'll make it up for you next week. We'll show it twice. Don't forget to buy everything you saw today. Nag your parents. Nag them until they give in. They're full of guilt. This was your lovable Captain Greedy saying be careful crossing the streets.
And your best friend, Sheriff Leroy, saying, I wish I were a kid again. And now, one of America's most outstanding comedians and one of the 10 best-dressed women of our time. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Phyllis Diller.
Do you have any idea the kind of guts it takes to wear feathers when you've got legs like these? You think I'm overdressed? This is my slip. My body's in such bad shape, I wear prescription underwear. Hank likes the way I'm built. Gives him an excuse to drink. He thinks that's part of the hangover. But Halloween is my night. I always pay off with what I wear. I went practically nude Halloween to this party. I wore nothing but white fur hat, white fur boots. I went as a Q-tip. And there was a guy at the party that actually got turned on by my figure. Of course, he was a pipe fitter. But I always wanted to be a beauty. I wanted to be one of those cuties that jumps out of a cake at stag parties. Whoopee. Next month, I'm booked for a luau. I'm coming out of a pig. I've taken vitamins A, B, C, D. I still look like H. But I try. Whenever they operate on Liz Taylor, I'm right outside the door. I say, I'll take anything. It's a terrible thing to get on a bus and watch the driver move to the rear. My own steam iron hissed at me. Terrible looking like this, but I go to the beauty parlor. Makes about as much sense as an ashtray on a motorcycle. I was there today 4 times. They wouldn't let me in. Oh, and I'm in my 14th year of a 10-day beauty plan. When I go to bed at night, I got so much cream on my body, I wear snow chains to hold up my gown. One night, I asked Fang to kiss me goodnight. He got up and put on his work clothes. sleeping pill. It didn't matter less we had bunk beds. I put on a peekaboo blouse. He peeked and booed. We stayed at such a raunchy hotel, they stole towels from us. The walls were so thin, I leaned against a wall, shook hands with the guy next door. He peeked and booed. We had one of those ooh-ow showers. You just get it set. Somebody flushes the toilet. Ooh-ow! There's the reason we stayed at such a rotten motel. He's so cheap, he still got money the tooth fairy left him. Cheap, man. One time I went to the doctor for a complete physical and said he couldn't give it to me. I wasn't complete physically. Christmas, he buys one Christmas card, sends it out as a chain letter. Christmas Eve, he puts the kids to bed, fires one shot, and tells them Santa committed suicide. New Year's, he was too cheap to buy one stinking little noisemaker. Do you know what that idiot did? He put adhesive tape on his chest at midnight. He ripped it off. His idea of a 7-course dinner is a 6-pack and a bologna sandwich. Last time I said, let's eat out. We ate in the garage. But he's so dumb, he grew sideburns behind his ears. I told him we had a leak in the gas pipe. He put a pan under it. He took an IQ test, misspelled IQ. And all he does is boast. He says, I won a football letter. Sure, he won a letter. The coach had to read it to him. The other day I was trying to discuss Rowan and Martin with him. He thinks they're 2 of our kids. Oh, when we had the last kid, he did a mean thing. We were in the kitchen. I said, this is it. I'm having pains 3 minutes apart. You ready? He used me to time an egg. Kids are so dumb. They took after him. The teacher came to the house to tell us that one of them is flunking algebra. Fang couldn't keep the mouth shut. He says, I don't know how the kid can flunk algebra. We speak it in our home. He went ice fishing, came home with 600 pounds of ice. When his sister fried it, she drowned. The ladies with one tip. Supposing you've got 2 wet kids and you've only got 1 dry diaper. Diaper them together and tell everybody they're Siamese twins.
Where is that Miss Jones? Miss Jones, Miss Jones!
Miss Jones, where have you been? I've been waiting here over 15 minutes.
I was in the back. The salesman back there just tore my slip off. I filled it out wrong. Let you go on for a minute there, didn't I?
Miss Jones, I've asked you to dress more conservatively.
Now, what's wrong with this dress? A woman's dress is supposed to show everything but her age. Woo! Don't fight the feeling.
Miss Jones, you stop dancing. You must uphold the dignity of Hathaway and Simpson.
That's what I'm doing. All day long, I gotta stand here and listen to customers complain about this jive merchandise y'all selling them. I'm trying to show them that something around here is put together right. How do you like this outfit?
Oh, gives me a headache.
I dropped by Killer's apartment this morning and found it on the back of a chair.
Miss Jones, we're getting an enormous number of complaints about you.
Me?
Yes. Your posture appears to be one of hostility.
Now, what does my posture have to do with it? Killers never complained about my posture.
Miss Jones, you will have to be more understanding about the customers' complaints. When they come in here, they're already disgruntled.
Honey, it is not my job to gruntle them. That's not why I was hired. If they want to get gruntled, let them go home. If you ever hear me gruntling anybody, it's gonna be.
Please, Miss Jones.
Don't raise your voice at me. You're not a customer. You're just a jive floor walker. I belong to the union, Jack. I'll get this place shut down like that.
It's time to open the store now.
It's also time for my coffee break. Where are the donuts?
Miss Jones, listen to me.
They gotta be around here somewhere.
Will you listen to me? Either be nice or be gone.
Be nice or be gone. I wish you'd be gone. And the sooner the better.
Pardon me, but I think a mistake has been made.
Really? Well, I, as a representative of Hathaway and Simpson, will do everything in my posture to see that it is rectified. Woo, what a rectification. What's on your mind, little old broad?
My husband was in the store the other day, and he ordered some lingerie.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's a lot of that going around.
The lingerie is for me.
Oh, excuse me.
Now, this was delivered by mistake.
What is it?
It's a pair of men's pajamas.
Look, why don't you wear the tops, he wear the bottoms, then you all got his and her pajamas?
Hell, never.
I bet you haven't. I don't feel bad, honey. Only the strong will survive. Woo, what a strong.
Young lady, I'll have you know that I am Mrs. Hillary Simpson, and I happen to be a part owner of this store.
Big deal.
I am going to register a complaint about you. Floor walker!
Yes.
Mr. Fotheringay!
Mrs. Simpson, my dear lady.
Oh, y'all know each other?
This woman is absolutely impossible.
Miss Jones, I warned you. Now you're fired.
You can't fire me. And don't go putting on a jive front for this broad. You can't fire me, honey. I got seniority. Besides, y'all haven't even come up to your minimum minority hiring quota yet.
You just started here last
Somebody
week.
abuse. That doesn't make a difference. I got seniority with the union. Now, the sales personnel in this store are affiliated with the Teamsters Union, and I happen to have drove a truck for 6 years.
Will you stop dancing, Miss Jones? Mrs. Simpson, I don't know how to apologize for this effrontery. I am abject. Will you stop dancing? I abase myself.
Well, anyone who would hire this girl has no business running a complaint department. Mr. Fotheringay, I'm sorry you're fired, too.
Oh, no.
I don't blame you. Because he sure ain't been doing his job.
Oh, I've grown gray in the service of Hathaway Simpson. 22 years of snapping my clicker. I love this store. Its counters, its gay displays.
Why don't you stop begging? This isn't the only department store in the world. Don't you have any pride?
I'll beg if I want to.
I know what you
Dear lady, when a purchase is returned, a little piece of me dies. Every night, I take some of this store home with me.
Watch out, honey. You starting to tell the truth.
This store has been my life.
Oh, Mr. Hathaway, your plea has touched me. I tell you what, I'll give you one more chance.
Oh,
Depending on how she handles the next customer with a complaint.
thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
He does grovel, doesn't he?
And he's getting worse.
Miss Jones,
Yes.
don't antagonize the customers, please. Ask for the receipt, get the number of the sales slip, humor the customer, treat the customer right, make him happy for your sake and mine.
Look, I can't promise you nothing, but I will do the best that I can.
I'm most grateful, Miss Jones.
Well, I appreciate that. Get out of the way. Here comes a customer.
Oh.
I got it.
Yes, don't forget.
I got it.
Humor the customer.
told you I got it.
Very well. Just humor.
How many times you gonna tell me?
As many times as is necessary.
You gotta get off my back, Jack.
Say, is this a complaint department?
Yes, it is. But you shouldn't have anything to complain about. Woo! For the complaints.
This sure is a dumb store.
Honey, you are absolutely right.
The people who run this joint must be weirdos.
They are.
I can see the owners now, big pot-bellied bosses.
One of them's a skinny little old broad. She's over there. Big skinny broad.
You know what this stupid store did?
I wouldn't put it past them.
I ordered a pair of pajamas.
What for? Yes.
You know what they sent me?
What?
Some ladies' lingerie.
Oh, then I must have your pajamas.
And you must have my...
Just a minute. What's going on here? What are y'all crazy?
This ain't...
I have a position here, and I demand to be recognized. Honey, there are certain procedures which must be followed. Now, none of that. I'll take yours and give you some of mine business. Now, you're going to have to each give me your sales slip and the date of purchase.
Well, I don't even have mine with me.
My husband has my sales.
Then there are no exchanges. I'm going by the rules.
But that's not necessary. In this case, we can waive the rules.
I told you to get off my back. We ain't waiving nothing. A rule is a rule, fool. Now look, you got the pajamas?
This is
Honey,
laundry.
you can take the pajamas home. What you doing, Mama? You can take the pajamas home.
Okay.
She's gonna have to wait a few days for these. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Now look, we want to make sure you don't have to bring them back. We don't want to inconvenience you, so you're gonna have to try them on.
But you know perfectly well we have no place to change in this store.
You want to get smacked in the mouth? If we don't have a place here, then I will go to his place. Back off. Give me my shot. I knew who you were when you first walked in
you
here.
did?
Yes. We're going to have to call Killer. He's a big fan of yours.
I know
Do you know
Killer.
what his
He's a
favorite
good
record
friend of mine.
is? I Apologize.
No
Yeah, he got all your records, honey.
Hortense,
Edgar.
we've got to stop meeting like this.
Before saying goodnight, I'd like to thank my guests, Mr. Tony Randall, my special lovely lady guest, Miss Phyllis Diller, and my main man and fellow established singer, Mr. Billy Eckstein. Good night, y'all. Y'all got
Wilson Show. With Flip's guest, Roy Clark, Red Fox, and Flip's special guest, Padula Park. And now, here's Flip.
Well, I say good evening. Welcome to the show. And I should call this the Clark Show because tonight we're really loaded with them. We have Petula Clark, Roy Clark. Yeah, for Petula. And I guess we should also ask for a nice hand for Roy, too, because he's a real swell guy. Nice little hand for Roy. Told you they loved you, Roy. Yeah. We also have that great comedian, Mr. Red Fox. He, however, is not a Clark. We're going to have a good time, a real good time. And speaking of a good time, a few weeks ago, I told you about Herbie, the good time ice cream man. Thanks. The one who used to come around when I was a kid. The one who didn't like people. A little early. A little late. The one who used to come around when I was a kid. Well, friends, Herbie's back.
Mr. Good Time Man, you're the first friendly face I've seen today.
I'm selling ice cream. If you want a friend, buy a dog.
I did, and it bit me.
Well, I don't blame it.
It was a she. I had to have her spayed.
Now, just a minute, fella. Don't come around here trying to start any trouble. Now, do you want a bar or don't you?
Down home where I come from, a bar is a bear.
Well, what flavor bear do you want?
What flavors you got?
The Good Time Company, sir, makes 27 flavors. You want me to tell you what they are?
Would you?
No. Besides, I don't have all the flavors today. How about if I told you the ones I got?
Oh, that would be mighty nice of you.
I know that. That's why I got this job, because of my personality. The fact that I know how to talk to people. Now, I'm only going to say the flavors one time, so you listen close. I'm not repeating the flavors.
Got you.
Well, of the 27 flavors, the ones we got today are, you ready? Chocolate and vanilla.
That's all?
I just told you that was all. If I tell you that's all, that's all. You'd be asking me, is that all? And that's all I care to say about that. Now, do you want chocolate or vanilla or not? Chocolate or vanilla, take it or leave it.
I'll take chocolate.
You won't take anything. You desire to place an order for a chocolate.
Yeah, I'd like to place an order for a chocolate.
That's better. Well, we're out of it.
But you just said.
I don't care what I said. All day long I've been saying chocolate or vanilla, take it or leave it. Well, they've been taking the chocolate and leaving the vanilla. Now, do you want some or not?
Yes, please. I'll take vanilla. Vanilla is my very favorite flavor. Please give me some vanilla.
I'll see if I got any left. Well, you're in luck.
Thanks, partner. I believe I got a little change coming.
I'll mail it to you.
Ice cream.
I scream, you scream, they all scream for ice cream.
You know, we have these sort of ice cream carts all over London, in Soho and Leicester Square, and even underneath the statue of England's most revered citizen.
David Frost?
Lord Nelson.
Oh, I don't discuss religion. What flavor do you want?
Well, I'll take anything you've got.
See that? Now that is the right attitude. I can see that you're a lady who appreciates ice cream.
Yes, I do.
Well, it's the ones who think ice cream is just something to eat that bug me. Ice cream is something to be loved, to be cherished, to be lingered over. Everybody should take a few moments from the hustle and bustle of the day to enjoy some ice cream. That's why we call this a good time bar.
Oh, you can have a real good time at a bar. I was just agreeing with you.
You better watch your mouth. There's a lady there. Crazy fella. Would you like a chocolate?
Oh, no, I adore chocolate.
Okay, well, you got it. Any questions?
No.
See, I just happen to have this one chocolate left. I was saving it for myself, but
Oh.
looking at it. But you can have it.
Oh, that's nice. You know, I think you're just about the kindest ice cream man I've ever met.
You know, I'm a stranger here myself. What do you say you and I go out and see some of the sights together?
That sounds like a splendid idea.
A good time is about to be had by all.
Mr. Herbie?
Yes, Mr. Fox?
I dislike bringing up the subject,
Oh, why bring it up?
but as your friendly neighborhood banker, I must advise you that your monthly payments on the ice cream cart is a bit overdue.
Mr. Fox, I've been meaning to talk to you about that. I'll come over and see you and tell you that I'm gonna need a little extension on the loan because they raised the price of the cones.
Well, we've been making deals on the wheels, but no loans on the cones.
Well, I guess I have to close down, go out of business. Won't be coming around no more, cheering people up, handing free ice cream out to all the little kids.
When did you ever do that?
I was thinking about starting it. But business is business. Goodbye, card. Goodbye, good times. Oh, Mr. Fox, I just happen to have one left of your favorite flavor. It's butterscotch brandy on the house.
Mr. Herbie,
Yes, Mr. Fox?
I don't want to seem too severe. Why don't you stop by my office tomorrow and maybe we can work something out?
Mr. Fox, you certainly lend an air of distinction to this community.
Thank you. And good day, Mr. Herbie.
Good day, Mr. Fox. Stick around. We'll be right back with a good time for everybody.
One night a comedian might have a great audience and be a smash. The next night he might run into a heckler that can destroy him no matter how funny he is.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the man you've all been waiting for, the star of our bombastic review, the funniest guy in the entire world. Here he is, Larry Chong.
Thanks a lot, Harry. Harry's our mic man. Give my regards to the missus. Hope she comes out of operation all right. pleasure to be back in this town. It's one of my favorite towns. My mother and father told me on their honeymoon they were passing through this town. A guy fixed their flat for them, so it's always a pleasure to be here. Well, you look like a pretty nice crowd. I guess I'll do some of my good stuff. This is my 48th consecutive week here at the Kit Kat Club. Boss told me if I do a good show tonight, I won't have to park the cars anymore. Boss said if I do a good show, I won't have to park the cars anymore. I'd like to give you some of my impressions. I've added a lot to my act since you saw me on my 47th week. I've added impressions. Most guys do impressions of Ed Sullivan, Edward G. Robinson, James Cagney. All my impressions are original. I'd like to give you the first. It's my impression of a rock. Now I'd like to give you my impression of two rocks. Now I'd like to give you my impression of a pile of rocks in the desert in the afternoon.
I wish I was near a pile of rocks tonight.
If you don't mind, sir, I work by myself.
You keep that up, you'll be here by yourself.
Don't you think you've had enough to drink?
Not yet, I can still see you.
I'm trying to do my job. Do you think this is fun?
Not so far.
Sir, don't make me have to come over there.
I can't keep you from coming, but I can slow your departure.
Didn't I see you on Marcus Welby as a guest disease? Friends, as I was saying, my wife had a terrible experience last week. She lost her wallet. You know, had her credit cards in it. But we haven't reported to the police yet because the guy who found it is spending less than she did. Finally got it rolling. I'd like to tell you what happened to me on the way to the football game.
Hey, buddy.
Like I was saying about the football game.
You want to buy a hot?
A hot what?
Hot anything. I had a great week.
Fella, why don't you give me a break? I only have 3 weeks to live.
I'll be back in 4 weeks.
For your information, fella, it takes a lot to be funny. You gotta have heart. You gotta know jokes. You gotta have timing.
Timing? What's that?
Well, timing is how long a comic has to wait for his laughs.
What do you use, a calendar?
Look, if you think you can do any better, why don't you come up here?
I will come up here if you come down here, because I don't want to be seen on the same stage with you.
Okay, let's have a guest artist. Let's give it a hand and bring him on. This is a Mike, if you don't know.
Hi, Mike. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Kit Kat Club. It's good to be here tonight. It's good to be anywhere tonight. I can tell you my kind of audience. Bunch of drunks. Let me tell you a few stories about my wife. I got an ugly wife. So ugly, she looked like King Kong sucking Chinese mustard out of a hot jelly sauce. Only woman on earth that smiles and get lipstick on both ears. Get that?
Both ears, right?
Yeah, both ears.
Say, you killed me. They say that in some parts of the world you can get 3 pounds of sugar, a pound of coffee, and a quart of whiskey, and a wife for just $3.
I bet that's some bad whiskey. I just read where a few years from now they'll be able to heat a whole apartment building with a lump of coal.
My landlord did that last winter. Say, if you had your choice of anything in the store, what would you take?
The cash register? Say, you know, I hear you're a good piano, harmonica player.
Yes, I'm quite a good harmonica player.
No kidding.
In fact, I like the harmonica so much, I married a chick with every other tooth missing. Say, I heard you could tell fortunes by reading cards.
That's right. Once I predicted the future from a deck of cards.
Yeah?
When we found 5 aces in the deck, I predicted the dealer was going to the hospital.
Say, when are you gonna pay me the money you owe me?
What money?
You know what money. When you borrowed it, you said you were sick and you promised to pay it back.
Well, if I promised to pay it back, that shows you how sick I was.
See, we're killing. Why don't we team up?
Yeah, you mean partners, integrate.
Oh, yeah.
Well, what would we call a team?
Well, if we're gonna integrate, why don't we call it black and white? I'll be white.
Are you kidding?
Okay, we're ready for the sludge commercial.
Send in the football player, Mr. Anderson, Mr. Smasher Anderson. Good afternoon, Mr. Anderson. I'm Eddie, the director. This will be very simple if you'll put your foot up on the bench there. Mr. Anderson, the cue cards are located there beside the camera. As you're reading, hold up this can of sludge. Hold it close, smile. First, we're going to have to get a balance on your voice. If you read the first line on that card, you can read, can't you? Very good. It says, sludge does a he-man's job. Let's give it a shot. Get a level on your voice. Sludge commercial, take one.
Sludge does a he-man's job.
Mr. Anderson, it is Mr. Anderson, isn't it?
You better believe it.
Did the agency man talk to you before he signed you?
Yes, today, right before the game.
Before the game. Did anything happen to you during the game?
I got hit in the throat.
Hit in the throat?
It's when the line judge signaled offsides like this.
Mr. Smasher, I'm afraid this isn't going to work out.
What do you mean? I've been counting on this money.
Oh, I didn't know you were counting. Well, in that case, we'll give you another chance. Mr. Anderson, now let me see you snarl. Now make believe that television camera is the other team's quarterback. Great, okay. Now hold up the can of sludge. Okay, here we go. Sludge commercial, take one.
Sludge does a he-man's job. Make your car take off down the sidelines.
This definitely is not going to work. I got an idea. Would you lower the boom, please? Say, this guy's a Lux. Look, I got an idea. Why don't I just let him mouth the words and I read them?
Can't do that, Eddie. You're not a member of the Actors Guild.
That's right.
There's someone here in the booth who can do it.
Oh, great, okay. Mr. Smasher, hold a can. Right, hold close to your face, look at the camera, and you just mouth the words. Whoever's up there will read them, okay? Whew. Sludge commercial, take one.
Sludge does a he-man's job. It'll make your car take off. You'll score every time. Sludge gives your car set speed. 1 can of sludge in your tank, and chicks will run through your goalposts.
Yeah, we're ready for the commercial about painting and stealing, right? Send in a basketball player. Mr. Chamberlain, Mr. Wilt Chamberlain.
My darling Henry. Oh, that's no good. My dearest, darling Henry. Oh, that's no good. No. sweet, darling, dearest, my sweet but unfaithful, dearest, my darling, my darling, my darling, sweet. No, that's very good either. Dearest, dearest. Officer, are you looking for something?
Yes, see, one of these is a ticket that I just gave you for littering.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I do all that?
All of them but one.
Well,
Dear darling Henry. That ain't it.
dearest, miserable. That's not it either.
Henry, you devil, you. That ain't it. Don't fight the feeling, Henry.
Violation of ordinance number 3245.
That's it. That's it. Yeah, that's the one. Now hold that one. The rest of these go in here.
Oh, I'm awfully sorry, officer, but you see, I'm just so upset. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, well, I know what I'm doing. Now, this isn't anything personal, but we gotta keep this park clean. We've been getting a lot of complaints from the muggers. Who is Henry?
Beast.
Yeah, but you miss him, don't you?
Look, I'm trying to write him a farewell note saying I never want to see him again as long as I live.
Yeah, well, based on all this litter you done threw down here, I can arrange for you not to see him for at least the next 30 days.
He's a cruel, ruthless tyrant. Treats women like dirt.
What's Henry's last name, eh?
Henry Winterhalter?
Winterhalter? That's a funny name. Winterhalter. Look, just look at it from the bright side. How'd you like to go through the rest of your life as Mrs. Henry Winterhalter?
Well, the wedding was supposed to be yesterday, but he called it off.
He called it off?
Yeah.
Why?
He had a date with another girl.
Well, that's a pretty good reason.
All men are alike. Can't trust any of them.
Just a minute now. Just because of Henry, don't give up on all of us. I mean, there are a lot of fish in that ocean. And you got the right bait.
You're just saying that to try and cheer me up.
No, I'm not. Same thing just happened to me.
You mean Henry stood you up too?
Don't make me have to hit you with this thing. No, what I mean is, see, there was this chick. I loved her. Then I found out she was two-timing me. I didn't give up. I went right out and got me a new girlfriend. Name is Gloria Jean Williams. Yeah, she's a fox, too. In fact, the wedding is next month.
Oh, that's marvelous. How did you meet her?
Well, I'd just left this little bar.
And you met Gloria Jean Williams in the bar?
No. That's not how it happened. Now, don't try to tell me my story. Wait a minute, I'll tell you what happened. I had just left the little bar. I'd gone in there to pick up my Christmas present. And on the way out, I passed the Whittington building. That's the building over there. Mm. And this fine-looking chick comes out, and I knew I had what she was looking for.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. Well, the point I'm making is, it's the same thing my coach used to tell me when I was in high school. He used to say, get up off that bench. Get in the game. Don't give up. It's for you, Mama.
Yeah, well, I think you're absolutely right. Officer, instead of sitting around being sorry for myself, I should just get up there and get on with it.
That's right. Now you're talking.
You know, I must say you're the most understanding police officer I've ever met.
Well, I certainly wish that all citizens were as appreciative as you are.
Good evening.
Good night, Mama. Oh, Mama.
Yes?
You forgot your ticket. Madrigal Society of Lower Wimpole Street is proud to present the Jive Drama Trio +1 in their rendition of a famous old English madrigal.
Shall I, Paul?
Do.
Ever so please.
Yeah, Poe.
When the little bluebird who has never said a word starts to sing, spring, spring.
When the little bluebell in the bottom of the dell starts to ring, ding, ding.
When the little blue clerk in the middle of his work starts a tune to the moon up above.
It is nature, that's all, simply telling us to fall in love.
And that's why birds do it, bees do it, both Taiwan and Red Chinese do it. Let's do it, let's fall in love.
Some bankers holding your note, do it. Kids not old enough to vote, do it. Let's do it, let's fall in love.
Pro football teams on the grid, do it. And the tennis club set. One player did do it, leaping over the net.
Sailors on sloops, do it. Troops, do it. Singing stars who play guitars in groups, do it. Let's do it. Let's fall in love.
One lump or two?
Two.
Sugar?
Show. And Mother Goose, Jack and Jill, do it. Students while protesting still do it. Let's do it. Let's fall in love.
Sopranos reaching high seas, do it.
Baritones while singing trees, do it. Let's do it. Let's fall in love.
All fall in love with a great tizzy, even Santa's reindeer. They're only kept busy one night of the year.
Prize fighters right at the bell, do it.
Even chicks who ain't built like Raquel do it.
Let's do it. Let's fall in love.
Milk?
Thanks, awfully.
Enough?
A little more. The Archie Bunkers while cross, do it.
Liberace even might do it. Let's do it. Let's fall in love.
Ventriloquist in a chair, do it. Without moving their lips.
Teachers don't dare do it. So goodbye, Mr. Chips.
Some cats while wailing the blues, do it.
Others watching Brinkley on the news, do it. Let's do it. Let's fall in love.
Performers filled with great vim, do it.
And they do it with glee.
Saw Tiny Tim do it.
Did it right on TV.
Musicians go with a smile, do it.
Even fellas looking like George Wilde do it.
Let's do it. Let's fall in love. Let's do it. Let's fall in love.
Oh, yeah.
I say goodnight, I'd like to thank all my wonderful guests, Miss Petula Clark, my special guest, and my very good friend, Mr. Red Fox, and my good buddy, Mr. Roy Clark. Roy Clark. Hey, hey.
Wilson Show with Flip's guest, Marty Feldman, Jimmy Osmond, and Flip's special guest, Melba Moore. Now, here's Flip.
I'm not going to let you steal my show like you did the last time.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wilson. I guess I got carried away.
Well, you try that again and you will get carried away. People still talking about the way you stole my opening show with all that smiling and mugging and being cute and charming and funny.
Mr. Wilson, if I've done anything wrong, I apologize from the bottom of my heart.
You saying that because you mean it, or you saying that because I'm bigger than you?
I'm just saying that because you're bigger than me.
That's one. I want you to pull it to me.
Yes, sir.
You go back in that dressing room and wait till I introduce you.
Yes, sir.
That's my buddy, Jimmy Osmond. I just do him like that. You know? Oh, I got something I want to show you. It's these glasses. These glasses were left to me by my great Uncle Harold. Uncle Harold collected antiques. He was rich. In addition to being rich, he had a lot of money, too. He lived to be 97 years old. He passed away cruising the Mediterranean on his yacht. Couldn't read or write. Couldn't swim too good either. Now, these are genuine, authentic, Louis XIV, do not wash in a dishwasher, brandy glasses. You know, each one of these glasses is 300 years old. Yeah, they're the only ones of their kind in the whole world. They're worth $500 a piece. That's $1,500 sitting there. So earlier, I said to myself, Self, what better way to use these glasses than to toast my guests on the show tonight? I'd like for you to join me in welcoming the Clown Prince of Great Britain, Mr. Marty Feldman.
They can't be. They're not.
Yes, they are.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic.
You know what they are, don't you? They're genuine Louis XIV brandy glasses.
Fantastic.
These are the only 3 left.
May I just,
Don't touch them. Oh, they're very delicate. Each one of those glasses is worth $500.
$500?
That's right.
You shouldn't leave them lying around out here. I mean, any idiot could come out and break one of those.
Yeah, you're right.
Hang on. They're dingers. I like dingers.
Like dingers, huh?
Kinky for dingers, yeah.
You know, these ain't regular jive glasses. These are Louis XIV. I think it'd be proper if we referred to them as ring-a-ding-dingers. Say, you want a taste?
A taste? A taste, mate? That's crass, isn't it? That's dead crass. You don't have a taste from a Louis XIV brandy glass. These glasses are the work of craftsmen, mate. You'll partake of an exquisite sip.
Would you care to partake of an exquisite sip?
Yeah, let's have a taste.
Yeah.
Long may you thrive and prosper.
Yeah.
And to this fair land of America, from the mountains to the sea, long may it flourish and live in perfect harmony.
Right on!
Yeah, and to that fair land across the sea.
Tell it to
the forefathers that begat us, to our rich and noble heritage of yesterday. Yesterday, when all our troubles seemed so far away. I believe in yesterday. England, this septic isle set in a silver sea. Let loose the notes of war. Cry God for Harry, Margaret, Rutherford. England forever! I'm sorry, I don't know what happened. I got...
It's $500 spread all over that floor.
Well, I got carried away. Still, look, you got one consolation.
What's that?
These are the only 2 Louis XIV glasses left in the whole world.
Yeah, that's right. Now each of those glasses are worth $7.50 each. Yeah. Thanks, buddy. See you later.
Okay.
Yeah. Still got 2. So all I need is 2. One for me, and one for my lovely lady guest, Miss Melba Moore. How you doing, man?
Ooh, what beautiful glasses.
Yes. You know what these are? These are Louis XIV brandy glasses. These are the only 2 left in the whole world. Hey, how about a drink before we start the entertainment? And maybe we can have another one before we start the show.
You know, they really seem too delicate to use.
Yeah, guess you're right. These glasses are not to be touched. They're to be gazed upon. That's where they're different from you. Well, what do you say?
I didn't do it.
After you have a drink, you might.
But you have one consolation.
Yeah, what's that?
You have the only Louis XIV glass left in the whole world.
That's right. Now this one glass is worth 15. That's right. Yeah, Mama. I'm gonna see you in a little while. Well, I guess the last one's safe. And my next guest is too young to drink. Phew. So I have one. Ladies and gentlemen, my very good friend, Mr. Jimmy Osmond. Remember, you said you was gonna cool it tonight.
Cool it?
That's right.
I'm too young to know what that means.
You understand sign language?
Yes, sir.
Well, cool it.
Oh, cool it.
That's right. Okay, now whip it on me. We'll be right back. Oh, good morning, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. I wonder if you have a copy of 30 Days in the Samarkand Desert with a Spoon by A.E.J. Eliot.
No, we haven't got it. Maybe I can order it.
No. Bit of a rush, actually.
Oh.
Yes. How about 101 Ways to Start a Monsoon by an Indian gentleman whose name eludes me for the moment?
I never heard of that.
No, not to worry. Worth a try. Can you help me with David Copperfield?
Oh, yes, Dickens.
No.
Sir, I beg your
No, Edmund Wells.
Sir, I think you'll find that Charles Dickens...
no, Charles Dickens wrote David Copperfield with 2 P's. This is David Copperfield with 1 P by Edmund Wells. Perhaps I should have mentioned that.
Oh, yeah, well, we don't have that.
Honey, you've got a lot of books here.
Yeah, we got a lot of books here. Books all over, stacks and stacks of books. But we do not have David Copperfield with 1 P.
It's a pity, because it's more thorough than the Dickens.
More thorough?
More thorough than the Dickens. I wonder if it's worth having a look through your...
No, sir, please, sir, I'm sure that all of our David Copperfields have 2 P's.
Yes, probably, but the original edition by Edmund Wells also had 2 P's. It was after that they ran into the copyright difficulties. How about Great Expectations?
Yes, we got that.
That's Grate, Expectations, also by Edmund Wells.
Grate, Expectations? We don't have that. In fact, sir, we don't have anything by Edmund Wells. He's not too popular.
Not Nicholas Nickleby, that's K-N-I-C-K-E-R-L-E-S-S.
No,
Nicholas, no.
We don't have that either.
How about Christmas Carol with a Q?
We do not have Nicholas, and we do not have Christmas Carol with a Q, and I wish we did not have you.
I'm sorry to bother you.
Okay, not at all.
While I'm here, do you have a copy of Barnaby Budge?
Sir, as I said, we have no Edmund Wells.
Oh, no, not Edmund Wells. Charles Dickens.
Charles Dickens? Oh, then you mean, Barnaby Rudge?
No, Barnaby Budge by Charles Dickens with 2 Ks, the well-known Dutch author.
No, we don't have it. We haven't got Barnaby Budge by Charles Dickens with 2 Ks, the well-known Dutch author. Sir, perhaps I could save you a little time, perhaps, by adding that we also do not have Carnaby Fudge by Doll's Chicken, or Stick Rick Staples by Miles Pickens with 4 M's and a silent Q. Sir, we do not have it. I should like to suggest that you try one of the large bookstores downtown.
I tell you, they all sent me to you. I wonder if you've got a copy of The Amazing Adventures of Captain Gladys Stoat Pamphlet and her intrepid spaniel Stig among the giant pygmies of Corsica, Volume 2.
Sir, we do not have it.
Funny, you've got a lot of books.
That's right, we got a lot of books
Yes,
here.
haven't you? Yes.
Look, sir, I don't have all day to stand here
I wonder
jiving
if you've
with
got
you.
a copy of...
We don't have it.
Yes.
Guy came in and looked at the last copy.
But,
We're close.
I thought I saw it over there.
What? Where?
Over there.
What?
Olson's Standard Book of British Birds.
Olson's Standard Book of British Birds.
Yes.
Come on over here. Olson. Is that O-L-S-E-N, Olson? B-I-R-D-S, birds? We got it. I have it right here, sir. There it is.
The expurgated version, of course.
Sir, I don't think I quite understood you.
The expurgated version.
The expurgated version of Olson's Standard Book of British Birds?
Yes, the one without the gannet.
The one without the gannet?
Yes.
He want the one without the gannet.
Without the gannet.
I don't desire to have have a gannet. Sir, they've all got the gannet.
Well, I don't like them. They got
The
long,
gannet is the
nasty beaks.
standard British bird, and it's in all the books.
I don't like them. They got long, nasty beaks and little beady eyes. When I get it to any price.
Look, man, nobody's gonna make a special edition of British birds and leaving out the gannet for the gannet haters.
I'm sorry, but I do want it without the gannet.
Okay, if you want it without the gannet, that's what you have. You don't want no gannet, right? That's definite. And don't tell me you want the gannet. Okay, and you shall. Okay, gannet, get it. Okay, no gannet. Okay, there you go.
I'm not too keen on robins.
You don't like robins.
Don't like robins.
You don't want gannets or robins.
Not robins again.
You do not desire robins. You shall not have a robin. There, go 2 pages of the robin.
Don't like ostriches. Don't like them.
No ostriches.
No ostriches.
You don't like them. I take out the ostriches. I take out ducks. I take out chickens.
Oh, no, I like ducks. I like ducks.
Okay, there you go. Okay. There you go.
I can't buy that. It's torn. Look at it. Look. I wonder if you've got a copy of Tom Swift Combs His Hair. Or have you got a copy of the Bobbsey Twins Get a Double Hernia? Well, I know. Have you got Ethel the Aardvark Goes Quantity Surveying?
What was that?
Ethel the Aardvark Goes Quantity Surveying.
Ethel the Aardvark. Let me take a look. Ethel the Aardvark Goes Quantity Surveying. There it is. That'll be $3.75.
Well, I don't have enough money with me.
Then I'll take a deposit.
I don't have any money with me.
I'll take a check.
I haven't got a checkbook.
It's all right, I got a blank.
I don't have a bank account.
This is ridiculous. You know that? This is ridiculous. I've never done anything to anybody in my life. I'm standing here minding my own business, and all of a sudden, zap! You drop in on me. This is ridiculous. Look, tell you what I do. You stand right. Don't touch the book, okay? Do not touch the book. Keep your hands off the book. You stand right there. I tell you what I'm going to do. Now, I got some money here. I'm going to buy the book for you. It'll be my gift to you. Book, okay? $3.75. $1, $2, $3, $4 for the book. Now, here's a couple $100 for you to get out of town. Okay?
No, wait,
It's
wait.
been a pleasure,
No,
sir.
wait.
What is it now?
I can't read.
You can't read? Come on over here, man. Can't read? Ethel the Aardvark.
I'm not comfortable.
Ethel the Aardvark was trotting down the lane.
Trottity, trottity, trot.
Yes, trottity, trottity, trot. One lovely summer day, when she saw a quantity surveyor riding on his horse.
Clippity, clippity, clop.
Yes, clippity, clippity, clop. Trottity, trottity, trot. Clippity, cloppity, clop. It's the year 1984, and y'all are there. So if you don't want to go, you better say so now. Hey, man, look at this. An astronaut just landed on the sun. When you're hot, you're hot.
Now, how come they can do everything these days except help you find a job, huh?
The reason there are so few jobs is that everything is automated. All men have to do now is sit around, relax, and enjoy life.
Yeah, that's what your father did, and he was a bum.
You leave my father out of this. This is me and you. We're the bums now. Yeah, but things are gonna get better. You know, the welfare man said they're gonna give everybody on welfare a robot.
A robot, a mechanical man with no feelings.
That's right.
Well, I don't need another one. I already got you.
I wish I had a mechanical broad here. And the thing you don't think, the robot's gonna do the work. From now on, the robot's gonna lift that barge and tote that bale. Hey, maybe that's him. Yeah, they said they'd deliver him sometime this week.
Jackson,
Yeah, George Washington Stonewall.
one solid state, roll it from the state. Sign here.
Look at this. Yeah.
Here's your warranty and your remote control.
Yeah. Thanks, boy.
What, no tip? No tip?
You want a tip? Get out of the music business. Look at that, Mama. There he is. Hey, this pamphlet says we're his master. Says he'll do anything we tell him to do. His name is Max.
Well, let's see if he works.
Okay. It works. Rancha. Look at that.
Now, let's see if he can walk.
Okay. Max, take a walk. Stop, Max. On one leg. Turn around, Max. This is crazy. Good thing I found that neutral. Max getting ready to go into the neighbor's apartment. Yeah, Max tear down the wall faster than urban renewal. Let's try something else. Max, I'd like a cigarette. Not you, dummy. Me. You could have put in there and it wasn't lit.
Let me try. Max, pour the coffee.
You forgot to say in the cup.
In the cup, in the cup. Max, sit down, sit down, sit down.
They don't need a robot sitting around. Keep him busy. I'll do all the sitting around that goes on around here.
All right. Max, iron the master shirts.
Hurry up. That's okay, Max. Get it. Well, yeah, I guess we can still use them for a bartender at our parties.
We don't have parties, we have raids.
When are you gonna shut up? Well, as long as we have living help, we might as well enjoy ourselves. How about a game of strip poker?
Yeah, I'd rather dance.
You know I don't dance.
You mind if I dance with Max?
Yeah, you're anxious, ain't you? No, I don't guess I mind. Max don't mind. I don't mind.
Okay, Max, dance with me. Hold me closer, Max.
thing's getting out of hand. I don't like the way you just hold me closer, Max Jazz. What's going on? You never told me to hold you closer. You always say, back off a little. Besides, I don't like the gleam in his eye. How do I know? How do I know he ain't the love machine?
Don't tell me you're jealous.
Yes, I'm telling you I'm jealous. I'm trying to make you... I am jealous. Not a thing to be discussed. Make a decision. The three of us cannot live in this house together. It's either me or Max.
I'll take Max.
Oh. Give me a second chance. It's either Max or me.
I'll take Max.
You want Max now? Okay, don't change your mind. Said you wanted Max. What you see is what you got.
I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. There they are all standing in a row. Big ones, small ones, some as big as your head.
Give him a twist, a flick of the wrist, that's what the showman said.
I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. Every ball you throw will make me rich. There stands me wife, the idol of me life, singing roll a bowl, a ball, a penny a pitch.
Singing roll a ball, a penny a pitch.
Singing roll a bowl, a ball, a penny a pitch. Roll a bowl, a ball, roll a bowl, a ball, singing roll a bowl, a ball, a penny a pitch.
I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts.
There they are all standing in a row.
Big ones, small ones, some as big as your head.
Give 'em a twist, a flick of the wrist, that's what the showman said.
I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts.
Every ball you throw will make me rich.
There stand me chick, she make my tickle tick. Singing roll a bowl, a ball, a penny a pitch.
Singing roll a bowl, a ball, a penny a pitch. Singing roll a bowl, a ball, a penny a pitch. Roll a bowl, a ball, roll a bowl, a ball, singing roll a bowl, a ball, a penny a pitch. Singing roll a ball, a penny a pitch. Singing roll a ball, a ball, a penny a pitch. Roll a ball, a ball, roll a ball, a ball, singing roll a ball, a ball, a penny a pitch. Singing roll a ball, a ball. See now. Deck the halls with blank, blank, blank. 3 words. See now. When you deck a guy, you knock him down. So that'd be knock down the halls. With axes and hammers. Yeah, knock down the halls with axes and hammers. Yeah, I got that. See now, 2 words, 14 letters, a kind of love.
Hey, Charlie.
Oh, how you doing, Phil? Say, what are you doing working this late, Christmas Eve?
No, I'm finished now. I just dropped by to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Ah, say to you. Say, want a beer on the house?
No, thanks. I'll tell you what, Charlie. You see, my wife's roommate is visiting her from college for the holidays.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, since it's Christmas Eve, I mean, how would you like the company of a nice young lady? Now, Look, before you say no, I'd just like you to meet her. I mean, the wife's on her way over with her now, as a matter of fact.
Look, you better call your house before your wife leaves and tell her that I was closed.
It's too late, isn't it? Here she is. Jennifer, meet Charlie. Charlie, Jennifer. I'm sorry I've got to run along now. Well, have a nice evening and Merry Christmas.
Take it easy, Phil. How you doing, Mama?
My name is Jennifer.
Oh, how you doing, Jennifer? Mama.
I must have eaten something that didn't agree with me. I don't think I want to go out this evening.
Oh, wow. You don't feel well, huh?
No.
See, I got some of that fizzy stuff for the stomach.
No, thanks. I'll be all right.
Hope you weren't thinking about going dancing. I ain't no Fred Astaire.
Well, I didn't have any particular plans.
Say, what'd you study in college?
I'm a psych major.
Oh, you in the Army? Yeah, it's a joke, yeah.
No, psychology is the science of human behavior. We learn why people think and act the way they do.
Yeah. Well, I gotta say, I think I know all about that stuff.
You do?
Yeah. I get all kinds in here. I can tell them by the way they order. Some know what they want. The shaky ones keep changing their mind.
Say, where were you going to take me?
I was hoping you wouldn't worry about that. You kind of leave it up to me. I hadn't planned to go out anywhere, but I was thinking maybe after Phil told me that I could make this a Christmas that you and I both would remember. So I wanted to spring a little surprise on you, but since you're feeling a little bad, I guess I'll take you home.
Well, I did say that, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. Did you get that for me?
Sure. Hello? It's Agnes.
Take a message, will you?
Is there a message? Yes, I'll tell him. She said to tell you she was going to close down the switchboard for the night. Say, you run this place all by yourself?
Yeah, all by myself.
Hey, you look different.
I do?
Yeah, you look better.
Thanks, Mama. You looked good when you first walked in. But I guess I'd say that I'm still the same guy. Only difference is I got the entire contents of the cash drawer in my pocket.
Say, tell me something. How do you make this here homemade apple pie?
It's a secret recipe.
Aw, how much cinnamon you use?
None.
None.
That's right. Don't tell anybody, but I don't use any apples either. I still got a few slices left. You want a piece?
Yeah, I'll try a piece.
Okay, good. And you just come and sit right over here.
Okay.
Throw that over there. Now, you gotta give me the benefit of the doubt, promising not to look at it while you eat it. Looking good, Mom. I like a girl with class, you know? Right away, when you walked in, I said, yeah, that mama got class. There you go.
Thank you.
Say, you know anything about cooking?
Sure. I used to cook for 7 of my brothers.
7 brothers? Yeah. Where you from?
Greenville, South Carolina.
Greenville, South Carolina?
Mm-hmm.
Shut your mouth. And you from Bigfoot country. You know what I thought?
Mm-hmm.
When you walked in, I said to myself, now she one of them jive, stuck-up college girls.
You know, this has a certain je ne sais quoi.
Well, if it did, I didn't put it in there. I didn't even use apples.
That's
Say,
It's good, it's good.
you really like that, huh?
I really like it.
Yeah, you know, you the first one that ever said that? Some said, it's okay. But you the first one that ever said, I really like it.
I do, it's good.
Christmas Eve and everything. Say, you know, there's a restaurant 15 miles down the road from here. They got a band. And the waiters wear tuxedos.
No, what's it called?
Freddy's Diner. Say, tell you what, why don't I call and make us a reservation?
No, but the switchboard is closed, ain't it?
Yeah, that's right. You know what? We better hurry up over there and get a seat before all the seats are taken.
Okay. Yeah.
You ready?
I'm almost ready. You ready?
You better cut that out. I was ready when you first walked in here. Say, you know, I did crossword puzzles, you know? You're a college girl and everything. Hey, one here been hanging me up for about a month now. It's 2 words, 14 letters. It means a kind of love. What would that be?
That's simple. Merry Christmas.
That's right, too. Merry Christmas. You know we're gonna be very good friends. Let's go, Mama.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, I had a very, very pleasant surprise today, and I'd like to share it with you. The gentleman on my right here is Mr. Ernie Bonds, celebrated football star. I'm sure you remember Ernie from his sensational years as a player with the San Diego Chargers. Right?
Right.
Yeah,
That's 6 years.
6 years. Wow, that's rough. But anyway, Ernie has the distinction also of being, in my opinion, one of the, I'm not a critic on art, but I certainly admire very much Ernie's work, and I consider him a fantastic young artist. And I commissioned Ernie recently to do what I consider to be the original portrait of Geraldine in oil. Now, it is not my intention by revealing this portrait to diminish in any way the high regard we have for the beauty of Mona Lisa. It's also not my intention to cast any reflection whatsoever on the great esteem we place on the charms of Miss Venus de Milo. But it is my opinion that the truth is the light. Ladies and gentlemen, Geraldine. Ernie's also going to be doing the original paintings on Reverend Leroy and a few other of my characters, and I think we're going to have a great relationship. I want to express my appreciation and sincere thanks. Mr. Ernie Bonds. Y'all going to have to excuse us because I got to rush this home and
I gotta show it to Killer.
Oh, before I say goodnight, since it's Christmas, I have a gift for each of my guests. First, Mr. Marty Feldman. Marty, as a symbol of peace and friendship, my gift for you is George Washington's hat. Thank you, buddy. Miss Melba Moore. Melba Moore. Melba, I'm going to give you 2 hours to get out of town. You devil, you. May have to knock 30 minutes off of that.
What do I get?
Jim, our relationship has grown a lot, you know.
Yes, sir.
So for you, I'm going to give an open invitation to be my guest anytime I have a show for the rest of my life. Right there, buddy. And, oh yes, for you, I have a gift for everybody. See, Ralph the Invisible Dog had puppies. So for Christmas, I want to give everybody, everywhere, one of Ralph's puppies. And your puppy will be outside your door Christmas morning. Let's go. Good night.
The Flip Wilson Show. With Flip's guests, David Steinberg, the Modern Jazz Quartet, and Flip's special guest, Carol Channing. Now, here's Flip.
Thank you. We'd like to say good evening and welcome to the show. I feel great. We've been having a ball all week at rehearsals, and we think we got a pretty good show coming up. Tonight we have some outstanding guests. They're standing out there. That's a little open right away and get them real fast humor. Tonight we have the David Steinberg, whose humor is low-key, right? And then we have the Modern Jazz Quartet, whose music is funky. And my special guest is the wacky Miss Carol Channing. So we got a pretty goody coming up. This evening, I'd also like to take a moment to pay tribute to my director, Mr. Tim Carley. Yay, Tim Carley! Yay! Back, girls, back! Down! Well, what it is, I'd like to give you an example of what our show would look like if we didn't have a great director like Tim up there in the booth at the controls, keeping the ship running smoothly. Okay, Tim, we salute you. Third floor, please. Now, if Tim is right and on the ball, as he generally is, I should look like this. Now, if Tim is not in his tip-top shape, like generally, I would look like this. But tonight, the picture is right. Now, I'd like for you to meet my lovely lady guest, Miss Carol Channing.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Flip. I'm so happy. Aren't you taller than that? Honey, how tall are you?
6'3".
Well, couldn't you come up on your tippy toes?
Well, I'm willing to meet you halfway.
All right. Perfect.
Okay, good. Now, my next guest is a buddy of mine, the very talented comedian, Mr. David Steinberg. Well, I'd like to say that it's great having the both of you here on the show tonight, and I'm sure that the three of us, with the help of the Modern Jazz Quartet, shall have a lot of fun.
Soul Brother,
Yes?
if you look at the screen, they can't see all of me.
They can see some of your face.
Yeah, but they can't see my neck. I happen to have a great neck. See, my neck is one of my most attractive parts. That's right. I have a very sexy neck, Flip. Girls like to put their hands on my neck.
Really?
Yeah?
Well, just a minute and I'll see what I can do about it. See, would you lower the boom, please? I want to speak to Tim. Say, Tim, we got one of those jive temperamental stars on our hands. Yeah, this guy's out here wanting to show his neck. He didn't book his neck. Anyway, we'll go along with him. A deal's a deal. Can you do anything about David's neck? How's that?
Oh, see? That's great. See how effective my neck is?
Soul Brother,
Yeah?
I'm not in the shop now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, excuse me, David.
There now, that's much
How's
better.
that,
Yeah,
yeah?
that's fine.
Much better for who? Wait a second. Can I make a suggestion?
Well, what is it, Shorty? Gotta try to go along with these little guys.
Look, why don't we make use of the principle of perspective? You see, the focal ratio of any lens is in direct proportion to the distance from the field of angle, thus diminishing the object size in inverse relation.
Yeah, I was thinking that same thing myself. In fact, I was just about to say it, but I wasn't sure we had that much time. Carol, would you mind standing back here, please?
Oh, all right.
That's it, you see, then the next tallest stands in the middle. That's perfect.
Well, that's me.
No, that's me, Flip.
David, look, I want you up front. I want him to see you. This is an equal opportunity show. You stand up front.
Okay.
Okay? Yeah, I stand in. Carol, you right there? Okay.
Yeah.
This looks like an Oreo turned inside out.
But see, this feels really good. Yeah, no, this is right. Flip, it's great to be on the show.
What did David say?
He said it's great to be here.
It might be wonderful to be there, but it's no fun back here.
What did she say?
What did he say then?
He said, what did she say?
What did she say then?
What did he just say?
He didn't say anything.
Yes, he did. I saw the back of his neck move.
Just a minute. Lower the boom, please. Say, Tim, this ain't gonna work, Jack. Yeah, well, look, is there anything you can do about getting all of us on the same screen at the same time within an hour?
Right. Tell you what, we'll use all three cameras on split screen. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, now.
Come on, Tim, straighten out the picture, Jack.
Flip, I'd like to discuss that raise that I asked for before. Remember you said you didn't have time?
Oh, well, can't we talk about it after the show?
If we don't come to an agreement by the time the commercial is over, what you see is what they'll get.
One of the great shows in Broadway history was Gentlemen Prefer Blondes. And now the star of that show singing Little Girl from Little Rock, the fabulous Miss Carol Channing.
Just a little girl from Little Rock. We lived on the wrong side of the tracks till a gentleman took me out one night, and after he taught me wrong from right, we moved to the right side of the tracks. Then someone broke my heart in Little Rock, and I up and left old Arkansas. Like a little lost lamb I roamed about till I went to New York, and I found out the one you call your daddy ain't your pa. I was young and determined, I was wined and dined and ermined. Every night opportunity would knock, and some of these days in my fancy clothes, I'm a-going back home and thumb my nose at the one who done me wrong, the one who done me wrong, the one who done me wrong in Little Rock. For a kid from a small street, I did very well in Wall Street, although I never bought a share of stock. And now that I'm known in the biggest banks, I'm a-going back home and give my thanks to the one who done me wrong, the one who done me wrong, the one who done me wrong. I said the one who done me wrong, the one who done me wrong, the one who done me wrong in Little Rock.
Hi there.
Okay, fella.
Do you have UHF?
Is that a new kind of vodka or something?
No. Ultra high frequency.
Oh. Well, generally, by closing time, most of my customers are ultra high frequently.
I've never been in a bar before. It's really nice. It's my mother's turn at the television set tonight, you see.
Yeah.
My favorite program's on UHF Channel 43. I thought, well, is it all right if I watch it in here?
Well, what's it called?
Practices in East Indian Bhakti Sutra. It's great. If I miss tonight's lesson, I have to go all the way back to the first step, Hashokiki.
I don't mind watching a little, but if there's any Hashokiki going on, you'll have to do it by yourself.
Oh, there, that's it. Hashokiki.
What are you doing?
I'm assuming the lotus position.
The what?
The lotus. I'm a flower.
You're a flower.
Thank you very much.
Fella, I better talk to you a moment. See, now, I think you made a mistake. In addition to being a guy with a problem, see, what I run here is a knockdown, drag-out, gin-guzzling, respectable bar. The only flowers here are on the wall. Now, if you'll give me your order, I'll see what I can do for you.
Okay, in that
What's it gonna be?
I have the usual.
The usual? Fella, I've never seen you before in my life, and you say I'll have the usual. Well, what's it gonna be?
I have a shot of milk.
Oh, what?
A mug of milk.
Boy, I'll give it to you, but I'm gonna have to make it look like a regular drink, because I don't want my customers to think I'm running a funny bar. Yeah, I'll even put a cherry in there for you.
Oh, thank you very much.
Well, why do you do all this, what do you call it, this Bhakti Sutra jive?
Well, actually, you see, I don't feel that I'm attractive to girls. It's supposed to give you inner confidence and a sense of authority.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have trouble with girls?
Every chance I get.
I'm not like you. Boy, I wish I was. See, my trouble is that I'm too shy. If I tell you something, you promise you won't laugh?
I promise.
I've never told this to anyone before. You promise you won't laugh?
I said I promise.
I've never seen myself naked. Hey, I thought you said you weren't going to laugh.
I lied. Here, have some more milk on the house. You're all right.
No, I was in love once. I know it's hard to believe, but her name was Cynthia. Oh, Cynthia. She was tall and willowy and blonde.
That's my kind of girl. You got a Hashokiki every chance you can get. Say, here comes a fine-looking mama now. Why don't you take a shot? Might get lucky. Well, what's it gonna be there, Mama?
I'll have a grasshopper.
One grasshopper coming up.
Pardon me, are you Chinese?
Not necessarily. Why?
Just being aggressive.
You're cute. I you new here?
I'm new everywhere.
Strangers in the night. Here you go, here's the grasshopper.
Oh.
Yeah.
Haven't we met somewhere before? Paris, Rome, the Bronx.
I've never been in those bars.
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Paul Newman.
My pleasure, and I hope it will be yours. My name is Charmaine.
Oh, what a coincidence! That was my father's name. Hey, Joe.
Yes, Mr. Newman?
Give Charmaine another grasshopper, and I'll have a double.
A double? Really?
And hold the cherry.
Hold the cherry. One more grasshopper coming up. Here we go. Put a lot of legs on it. There we go, and a double on the usual. Yes. There you go. I'm going to give you 4 cherries this time. Yes.
You finished, Joe? I like a man who's a grasshopper.
Oh, read any good books lately?
I don't read. That's the weakest part of my body. My eyes.
Well, you missed a lot by not reading the Dead Sea Scrolls.
I'll wait and see the movie.
Say, I don't want to interrupt, but why don't you two take a booth in the back, in the corner, in the dark?
You know, you're exactly the kind of girl that I've been looking for. I want you to meet my mother.
Oh, I'll meet anybody.
You're not planning to get married, are you?
No. But you see, if I bring her home, my mother will kick me out of the house. Thanks a lot.
Well, so long, y'all. Take it easy. I sure Kiki. Ladies and gentlemen, and right now it's time for me to have the pleasure to introduce my buddy and a very dear friend, Mr. David Stern.
Thank you very much. You know, I like Los Angeles a lot. What's hard for me to reconcile myself to is flying into Los Angeles. Lately, I've been flying first class for the first time. I like it. But I feel Americans don't quite understand first class. You see, the English really know how to do first class. There is the first class and the lower class. But in America, we're too democratic. You see, I want first class to really be first class. As we're sitting there, I want a bell to go off every 20 minutes. And all of us in first class can run through tourists and do whatever we want to them. They ruffle their hair, plunder, ding, and you go and you sit down again. That just isn't going to work that way. It's easy for me to talk to you, because I like to talk to you. At one point, when I was a kid, this was the hardest thing for me. I was always in trouble because I was always telling stories. There was no subject too trivial for me to soar from. I fibbed about everything. If someone would meet me on the street and say, "David, do you have the time?" Let's see, the time? Oh, no, I lost my watch. Yeah. Well, no, I didn't lose it. It was stolen. That's right, it was stolen. And I know who stole it. It was stolen by Don Kalchuk. That's right, Kalchuk stole it because he was hanging around my locker room, and I saw him, and he saw me see him, and he took off. I chased after him. I knew he had my watch. He got into a cab in front of Miss McCrum's class. I leaped onto the back of the cab. Cab was going 30, 40 miles an hour. I was holding onto the tire. I started pounding on the window. I said, "Come on, Kalchuk, you son of a gun! Give me back my watch!" The cab turned the corner. I went flying off. I skinned my knee, and my nose started limping when I came out here. Anyway, I don't have the time, Mrs. Kalchuk. Yeah. Now I can't go to school the next day because Don Kauchuk is waiting for me. Don Kauchuk was a Ukrainian, and his left ear alone was 6'2". I come home. My mother says, would you go out and get a quart of milk? I come back 2 hours later without the milk. My mother says, where's the milk? I say, pirates got me. They were dragging me up this gangplank on Pritchard Street, and my father walks in with a quart of milk. He says, here, you left this on the baseball field. Barry Cutler told me to give it to you. I say, baseball? No, Dad, these pirates got me. I was just telling Mom. They were dragging me up this gangplank on Pritchard Street. I was holding on to the back of the tire, and I started pounding on the window. I said, Kauchuk, give me back my watch. Fortunately, my parents were intelligent, enlightened people. They accepted me exactly for what I was, a punishment from God. We never, ever got on the same wavelength. Even when I grew up, it never quite came together. Even now, trying to explain my lifestyle to my family is like explaining alternate side of the street parking to a cranberry.
Max's Delicatessen. Well, I can't help it if I sound like Max. I'm a spy. Yeah, I'm Secret Agent 2468. But look, I don't want to hear none of that who do we appreciate jazz. My pipe rang and I answered it. Yeah? Well, you're another one. Wonder how he could tell over the phone. Say, would you get me spy headquarters in Washington? Hello. Max's Delicatessen. Oh, that's the code name for headquarters. Yeah, well, put me through to the chief. Hello, Roscoe. Yeah. I'm here. Yeah, I came over in the cab. Yeah, I'm down here at the lamppost on the corner in the dark. What are the instructions? Yeah. Okay. Stay right here until Agent 777 arrives and brief him. Him's or her? Yeah. Yeah, got you. Okay, Chief. Goodbye. Thought I got captured. Say, you wouldn't by any chance be Secret Agent 777, would you?
How could you tell?
You're not smoking your telephone.
You are undercover agent 248, right?
Roger.
Glad to meet you, Roger.
My name is not Roger. I'm Agent 2468. Now listen, 777. Here's the plan.
Pardon me, but I think I hear your pipe ringing.
Well, look, Mom, I told you not to call me when I'm working. Yeah, well, I'll call you back.
Give me the plan.
Act natural. Say, Mom, here's the plan. A foreign agent is going to give you a note containing information which bears directly on the safety of the free world.
Oh, how thrilling.
Anyway, this agent thinks you're his long-lost sister, whom, and notice I said whom, he hasn't seen in 17 years.
Oh, how thrilling.
According to our sources, you were chosen because you're an exact look-alike. She was also a very attractive lady.
Thank you, Roger.
Look, I told you my name ain't Roger. Calling me Roger. Just say 2468. Well, anyway, look. When he shows up, the countersign is, I'm Cecilia Sisson from Sarasota, where I've lived for 17 years. You got that?
I got it.
You want to try it one time before he gets here? We still got a minute.
All right. I am Cecilia's sister. From Sarasota, where I lived for 17 years.
Well, there go the safety of the free world.
What's the trouble?
Has anybody ever told you when you talk, you whistle?
How absolutely asinine. I don't even know how to whistle.
Well, it's too late now. Here he comes. Just do your best.
I am Cecilia's sister from Sarasota, where I've lived for 17 years.
Sister Cecilia, it's me, Samson Sisson.
Before I say goodnight, I'd like to thank my guests, the Modern Jazz Quartet, my special guest, the lovely Miss Carol Channing. Carol Channing! And my buddy, Mr. David Steinberg. Yeah, there he is, David Steinberg. Well, good night, y'all. David? Yeah. You gotta come to the party in my dressing room. You know that little soul sister I introduced you to at the jazz? Well, she's been asking about you. Me, really? Yeah, she's gonna be there. We're gonna have, well, she's gonna be there, and we're also gonna have some. I better turn this off. Not like I was telling you. In addition to her, we're also gonna have a whole lot. Didn't I tell you all good night?
Wilson Show. With Kay Ballard, Clara Ward, and the Ward Gospel Singers, and with special guest, Dan Blocker. And now, here's Flip.
Thank you, and very, very pleasant good evening. I was thinking about the opening monologue. Now, I had a new monologue worked out I was going to do. Then I was riding on the way to the studio this morning, and a voice. Now, I was alone in the car. And I heard a voice say, you think you ought to do that new one right now? And, you know, you haven't tried it anywhere. So I said, who said that? And I looked, there was nobody in the back seat. I pulled over the side, got out, pulled the seats down, checked, there was nobody there. So I said to myself, well, maybe I better run that new one through the mill one more time and do an oldie but goodie. See, but that new one was the last new one that I had worked on up until this time. So if you hadn't heard it this week, you'd have heard it next week anyway. So there will be a 1-week delay in the new monologue while I whip a oldie but goodie on you. No, this is the one that I've gotten the most requests for. Well, let me give you a scene. This gentleman was quite a traveler, world traveler. And he'd been going on a trip about 9 months. He hadn't taken his wife with him, didn't call, write any letters, but she knew he was still alive because she'd see the bank statements every month. He was out there. Finally, his conscience got the best of him. He decided he'd fly home and surprise her. Now, he had a lot of bread, you know, but instead of calling to have the chauffeur meet him at the airport, he rented a car and drove home. And he pulls up in the driveway to his house after leaving the airport. Well, he didn't live too far from the airport, you know. And the first member of the household crew he encounters was the gardener, Harry. Harry's out there watering the lawn. It was payday, Harry had gotten paid, and Harry was wiped out. Boss walks up to me and said, what's happening, Harry? Harry said, ain't nothing happening. Ain't nothing happening. Other than the dog died. Man said, the dog died? So how'd the dog die? Harry said he found some dead horse meat in the barn, and he ate it and he died. Man said, well, how'd dead horse meat get in the barn? Harry said the barn caught on fire and burned up the horse, and the dog ate the meat and died. They said, well, how did the barn catch on fire? Said there was sparks from the house. Said the roof of the house was burning, and the sparks flew over to the barn and burned up the barn and the horse, and the dog ate the meat and died. It's the house. The house was on fire? I said, how'd the house catch on fire? I said it was the candles. Fire from the candles caught on to the curtains, shot up the wall of the roof, and the roof started burning, and the sparks flew over to the barn, burned up the barn and the horse, and the dog ate the meat and died. I said, well, we have all the electrical fixtures in the house. Where did the candles come from? I said it was the candles around your mother-in-law's coffin. Your mother-in-law had a heart attack and died, so we put the candles around the coffin, and the fire caught onto the curtain and shot up the wall of the roof, and the roof started burning, and the sparks flew over the barn and burned up the barn and the horse, and the dog ate the meat and died. I said, now, Harry, what went on around here? I said, I ain't gonna tell you but one more time. Your wife left town with a traveling salesman. And the mother-in-law heard about it, she had a heart attack and died. And that's when we put the candles around the coffin, and the fire caught on the curtain and shot up the wall of the roof, and the roof started burning, and the sparks flew over to the barn and burned up the barn and the horse, and the dog ate the meat and died. Said other than that, ain't nothing happened.
Remember what the robber's handbook said. Don't act suspicious.
Yeah, you're right.
Now, did you get the bag to put the money in?
I got it right here.
What's that? Well, I thought we might get hungry during the holdup. Besides, I couldn't just walk in the store and ask for a paper bag.
Why didn't you steal one?
Because that's dishonest. Well, which one of them do you want?
I'll take the apple.
I knew you'd take the apple. You always take the apple. Always end up getting stuck with the jive banana.
Do you remember what to say to the teller when you hold her up?
Oh, run it down to me one more time.
All right, now get this straight. You say, put up your hands. This is a stick-up. And give me your money.
I ain't got any money. That's why we came in here. Because we broke.
That's what you say to her.
Oh, I got it now. Put up your hands. This is a stick-up. Give me the money.
Good. Now, you sure you got it?
I got it.
You got it.
I said I got it. I tell you I got it. I tell you that you got it. I got it. This is the put-up. Stick up your money and give me a hand.
I beg your pardon.
This is a hand. Put up your money and give me a stick.
Are you kidding?
I think I'm jiving.
Oh, this must be your first holdup.
You know why do you say that?
Well, for one thing, you're pointing that banana at me.
Is that a camera?
Yeah.
They taking pictures of me right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. I always wanted to be in show business. And now presenting. Yeah. How you doing out there in the camera? Look, I gotta take care of some business, see? Now give me the money.
I'm terribly sorry. I just can't hand you money like that. You'll have to write out a threatening note.
You mean when I come here and put a gun in your face, you don't just give me the money?
No. This is a bank. Now, we have rules. When you put money in, you write a deposit slip. When you take money out, you write a withdrawal slip. Now, when you rob a bank, you write a threatening note. You'll find slips for that purpose over there on that
Oh, well, it didn't say nothing about that in the robber's handbook. Thank you very much. You've been most helpful.
Just one of our friendly services here at your First Friendly National Bank.
I think I'm going to open an account here right after the stick-up.
Well, if you do, will you ask for me? I'll get points in our contest.
Why not? We got to help each other, you know? When I come back, give up the money, okay?
Did you get the money?
No.
What do you mean, no? Didn't you tell her it was a stick-up?
Yeah, I told her it was a stick-up. I even pointed the banana at her. She said you got to write it out.
Well, all right. We got to hurry. We left that getaway car in a 10-minute zone. Now, let's see. What'll we say?
Don't ask me. I'm a robber, not a writer.
Look at this. Look at this. You can't trust nobody.
Hey, write the note.
Yeah. Let's see. I think I'll start it. To whom it may concern.
Wait,
how does that sound?
No, that's too cold. That's too cold. No, man, there's no warmth or feeling or personality in that. It's a friendly bank. So you gotta write them a friendly, threatening note. Address the note to the lady by her name.
Yeah, well, what is her name?
I'll find out. Say, Mom, what's your name?
Miss Green, with 3 E's.
You got that?
Yeah, Green with 3 E's. G-R-E-E-N.
And one of those E's goes on the end. And you the leader?
Now, how does this sound? Dear Miss Green, this is a stick-up. Give me your money. Very truly yours, John Doe.
You don't spell John Doe D-O-U-G-H.
You do when you're robbing a bank.
Don't give it to me. It's your turn.
Yeah.
Here you go. You get the bag, too.
Dirty rotten. Excuse me, ma'am. Do you mind reading this threatening note?
Not at all.
I love you. Will you marry me?
Oh, of course I'll marry you. When you give up your life of crime, we can live on my salary. A little present from the bank. They're so friendly.
Hey, what are you doing, Jack? We don't need any hostages.
This ain't no hostage. This is my wife.
What? Man, don't be cracking no jive jokes at a time like this. We came here for money.
Miss Green and I are going to be married. So long, old pal. Oh, you might get hungry.
And now everybody's main man, Mr. Ray Charles, honey.
I got something I want to talk to you about this evening. I don't mean no harm, but listen. Look what they done to my song. Oh, mama. Look what they done to my song now. Oh, Lord. Only thing I can do is right nice. Turning out all wrong, mom. Look what they done to my song. Wait a minute. I got to find a good book. I want to live in, girls. I got to find a good book. Hey. If I can find a real good book, you know I never have to come out and look at what they done to my song. Come on, girls, and help me out here. Look what they done to my brain. Look what they done to my brain. Oh, Mama, it's a shame what they did. You won't believe this. Picked like a chicken bone and I'm just about to go insane, Mom. Look what they done to my brain. Now, can y'all sing that in French for me? Ils ont changé ma chanson. Say what? Ils ont changé ma chanson. Ils ont changé. Now tell me, what did I say, Mom? Ils ont changé ma chanson. I didn't quite get that. We better do this in English here. Look what they done to my song. Look at it, look at it. Look what they done to my song. Put it in a plastic bag. Turn it back upside down, Mom. Look what they done to my song. Hey, now, Mama. Oh, Mom. The only thing I can do is right nice. Turn it out all wrong, Mom. I can find a real good book, you know I never have to come out and look at it. What they doing, Mom, to my brain. It's a shame what they did, Mama. Listen, they picked it like a chicken bone and I'm just about to go insane, Mom. Oh, no. What they doing, Mom, to my song. Wait a minute here. Put it in a plastic bag, baby. Turn the bag to the upside down, Mom. Keep on working on that building, just like you taught me, Mama. Oh, Lord, yes, I will, Mama. Oh, Mama, Mama, Mama.
remember Freddie Johnson, my swinging bachelor buddy. Well, they made Freddie an astronaut. And what happened to our ladies' man in outer space was out of sight.
Hello, Houston. Hello, Houston. Come in, Houston. Calling Houston. Johnson is just about ready to re-enter capsule. He's coming in now. Over. How do you feel, Johnson? Johnson, how do you feel? How do you feel, Johnson?
Great. Woo! Boy, it's good to be back. You know, not too many places to go out there.
Hello, Houston. Reporting Johnson feels fine. No ill effects. Routine checks? Yes, sir, right away. Routine checks, Johnson.
Roger.
Eyesight normal. Hearing normal. Reflexes? Normal. Yes, sir. Just a moment. Speech. Johnson, say something.
Well, what should I say?
Anything. We got to check your speech.
Oh. What's that over there?
Speech okay, sir. Sense of humor unimpaired. No effects at all. Yes, okay, Houston. Boosters on. Boosters on, Johnson. Boosters on. Descending now, Mother Earth, here we come. Hey, it's been great, huh, Johnson? Man, are we going to celebrate tonight. No more little tablets for dinner. A big, thick, juicy steak with all the trimmings and champagne, and not alone either, huh? I mean, a couple
Not alone?
Of course not. A couple of dames. We gotta have dames.
What's a dame?
What's a dame? Hey, Houston, he's feeling great. What's a dame, he says. Yeah.
Well, what is a dame? Is this a dame?
No, that's a dame. That's a dome.
What are they for?
What are they for? Hello, Houston. Hold everything. I think something may have gotten impaired. Johnson's forgotten what dames are. Dames, Johnson. Women, dolls, chicks.
What's a chick?
Johnson. Look at those pictures now, Johnson. Now, don't they mean anything to you? Don't they affect you in any way?
Well, I just don't understand why somebody want to tear up a magazine like that.
Hello, Houston, listen, I'm afraid that trip out there has affected his sex impulses.
Sex? What sex?
Johnson, if you don't remember what sex is, you're going to miss a lot. Do you remember automobiles?
Sure, you drive them.
Right. Trees.
You climb them.
Dogs.
You walk them.
Women.
I just don't remember.
Johnson, girls. Dames, we love them. They're like us, only different.
Why are they different?
Well, they gotta be different. They weren't different, we couldn't have no fun with them.
I had fun with you.
It's a different sort of fun, though, Johnson. Listen, Johnson, you gotta pull yourself together. You got...
I got a feeling there's something wrong. Something happened to me out there. What is it? What's wrong? You gotta help me! It's a blank.
Don't worry, old buddy. Listen, we'll fix it. Now, look. There's two sexes, see? There's male and there's female.
Why are there two sexes?
Oh, because you gotta have them. I mean, there's men like you and me, and then there's women, see?
Mm-hmm. Have they got two sexes, too?
Look, Johnson, it's a question of love. You remember what love is?
Of course I do.
Well, it's women. We love women. We love dames. That's it.
Oh, yeah. Now I know what you mean. That means we can have 2 helpings of them.
2
I love children.
Oh.
So whenever we have children in my house, I have 2 helpings of them.
Now, it's a little different kind of love, Johnson. We kiss dames.
I kiss a chitlin.
Johnson, how do you think we got here?
Well, somebody gave the countdown and boom.
There you go. That was your pop.
I remember him. Yeah, he used to live with my mother.
Now, your mother, she was a dame.
My mother was a dame?
Right.
My mother didn't look like any of those dames.
Oh, Houston, this is definitely serious. Yes, sir. I read you loud and clear. Yes, sir. Look, Johnson, when we get back down to earth, you're not to mention this to a soul, you hear? Not a soul.
Well, how can I tell anybody anything about something when I don't know nothing about it myself?
Look, when we get back, they're going to give you a penthouse suite in a Las Vegas hotel, see? And there'll be dames and champagne and music, and there'll be chicks, and there'll be food, and there'll be dolls, and the dames will work on you.
They'll work on you.
And you'll be alone with them.
Yes!
And they'll be alone with
Yes!
you. And you and them dames
Yes!
are going to use dirty rotten. Hello, Houston. Houston, this is Smith. What's a dame?
Hey, that's mine.
You know, you always hear about people that don't get along with their mothers. And some people don't get along with their fathers. But you never hear about anybody who doesn't get along with their grandmother. And in my life, my grandmother was the most important person. I'm not kidding you. And I try to think of all the reasons why she was so important to me, and I can think of so many reasons. But I'll give you an example. When I was growing up and I did something wrong, it wasn't like today. You got to discuss it with your mother and father. When I did something wrong, both my mother and father headed straight for my neck and said, "I'll kill you! I'll kill you!" And I used to hide behind my grandmother. And she'd say, "Non, you touch this a kid." This is a good kid to be a longer time before you touch this a kid. It's because of my grandmother I have a weight problem. She used to make my lunches, spaghetti sandwiches. According to my grandmother, the worst disease you could get was TB, and she used to say to me, "Listen, Oni, if you no eat, you're going to get a TB. You look skinny, you look terrible, you look like a chicken." I was 140 at 9. My grandmother had the cutest little sayings. I'd give her a dirty look, and she'd look at me, and she'd say, "Non you look on me kakai. You look on me kakai, I no like you." My grandmother went to get her citizenship papers when she was 75. Now, every single word I've told you, and I'm telling you, is the truth. I taught her all the cabinet members, and she went in front of the judge, and she says, "Hello, Your Honor, Secretary of Interior, Secretary of Labor, Secretary of Ore, Secretary Agriculture." He said, "What?" She says, "I'm sorry, Your Honor, I don't speak English, you're too good." And he looked at her and he said, "Don't you worry, you're going to get your papers."
Can I get an amen? Truly wonderful. Friends, instead of my usual sermon tonight, I'd like to take a moment to tell you about the Church of What's Happening Now contest. Friends, we're going to have a contest. Can I get an amen for the contest?
Amen for the contest!
Yeah, y'all sound like winners. Let me make it very clear. There's been a lot of word going around against the contest, saying that the winner most likely won't get paid. Now, friends, I want to be honest with you about the thing. Last 4 years that we had the contest, Brother Hayes was running. So, unfortunately, when the time of the payoff came, Brother Hayes was not available. This year, the winner will be paid. I'm gonna see to that. Y'all know me.
Yeah.
Y'all dropped on to knowing me,
Well.
didn't you? Now, I cannot at this time state just what the prize will be, because the prize will be a percentage of the gross. Yeah, but there will be a prize. Now, before I tell you what the rules are, I'd like to tell you how the idea of the contest came about in the first place. That's what it did. It came about. Was not there already. There would not have been a contest had we not planned it.
Well,
it came about. Yes, that's what it comes about. Woo! Now, y'all remember Brother Hayes, our ex-treasurer, and our ex-monitor of the sisters' dressing room. Yeah, he was also caught peeking in the brothers' dressing room a couple times. Can I get an amen for peeping Brother Hayes?
Amen for peeping Brother Hayes!
Friends, during the Yuletide season just concluded, y'all were most generous in bringing in old toys to be given to the poor kids in the neighborhood. An act that I can fully appreciate since I was once a raggedy muffin myself. Yes, I was a raggedy muffin. I was shooting bad. Even none of the other raggedy muffins would talk to me. Because they don't have nothing to do with him. He's just a raggedy muffin. But I didn't give up. I went on. And here I am today.
Well.
It's a shame, ain't it? Well, what happened is... Friends, that's how it is when you're a raggedy muffin. You ain't got too many friends. Friends, I asked Brother Hayes to dress up as Santa Claus. This being the first Christmas in quite a few years that Brother Hayes was at liberty to come and go as he pleased. Amen for the coming and going.
Amen for the coming and going!
Now, Christmas Eve, y'all fast, ain't you? Christmas Eve. Yes, it is. Christmas Eve, I personally supervised the costuming of Brother Hayes and the loading of his bag. Now, friends, it pains me to report that the load... the load Brother Hayes was carrying when he left this church was not the same load he was carrying when he arrived at the first chimney. Brother Hayes had increased his abundance. Yes, what he did is he stopped off at a friendly neighborhood workshop.
Well.
Yeah, when I got there, a few of Santa Claus's helpers had in the process of helping him up off the floor. Yeah, they were singing. They were singing "Up Donna, Up Blitzen, and Up Brother Hayes." Now, friends, I must admit, he did not break any of the toys. The toys were intact. The only thing that was smashed was Brother Hayes. Can I have a shame on Smash Brother Hayes?
Shame on Smash Brother Hayes!
Friends, now I had personally given Brother Hayes a map with every chimney mark that he was to climb down. But apparently, sometime during the course of the evening, Brother Hayes drank the map. So as he stood there on the rooftops, He had no idea which chimney he was to climb down and which chimney he was to glide by. Yeah. Later on, we found out that he climbed down one that he should have glided by. Yeah. That's what he did. He slid down the chimney. Went slut back. Wham! Splat! Smack dab in the middle of a young lady's boudoir. Young lady in the transparent negligee's boudoir. Amen for the transparency. Truly wonderful. Yeah. Young lady said to Brother Hayes, "Who art thou?" Brother Hayes said, "I am Santa Claus." And Brother Hayes had it together. And she said, "Have thou bought anything for me?" And Brother Hayes said, "What I have is only for those who are without. In this case, I will make an exception. One look at you is very obvious that you are not without." Brother Hayes wasn't drunk. No, he wasn't. He might have had a few, but I don't care about the pictures they had of him laying on the floor. He was that sharp, he wasn't drunk. The difference between drunk and a little smash. Amen for the difference. Young lady said, "Well, whatever you got, you better save some for yourself. Because if my husband comes in here, you're going to need it." That's what she told me. Lady wasn't jiving. Can I have a watch out, Brother Hayes?
Watch out, Brother Hayes! Watch out!
Can I have a watch out for the lady's husband?
Watch out for the lady's husband!
Watch out for too late. Right then, the lady's husband came through the door. Brother Hayes looked at him. And it's the first time that Brother Hayes ever openly expressed his belief in truth and honesty. Brother Hayes looked a man right in the eye and said, "I, sir, am Santa Claus." The guy looked at Brother Hayes. Then he looked at his wife. Then he looked back at Brother Hayes again. Then he looked down at Brother Hayes' bag. Then he opened the bag and looked in. He looked in the bag. He walked around the bag. Then he looked back at Brother Hayes and looked in the bag again. Brother Hayes watched him as he looked in the bag, which leads us to the point of the contest. Now, see, anyone designed to be in the contest must first pay an initial $1 registration fee. See, you got to do that or you ain't in it.
Well, right.
We ain't even gonna tell you who the winner was. Then after that, then you get a little envelope with a little piece of plain paper in there, and you write in 20 words or less what you think Brother Hayes said to the lady's husband after being caught in the boudoir at 1 o'clock in the morning with a sack full of stolen silver. Now, friends, the winner will be announced next Friday, which is the day Brother Hayes is to be arraigned. Let us swing low one more time for Brother Hayes.
Show.
You all know my swinging bachelor buddy, Freddie Johnson. Well, the other night, he had a heavy date, but he didn't know how heavy his date was really gonna be. Here's what happened. Hello. Freddie Johnson, resident. Yeah, how you doing, Mama? Yeah, it's Gloria. Yeah, I haven't forgotten. Yeah, we're gonna have a ball tonight, Gloria. Yeah, we're gonna take care of a lot of business. Yeah. Yeah, well, there's gonna be a merger here tonight. Yeah, we're gonna form what's called a holding company. Yeah, I'll see you shortly. Yeah. Gloria sure is fast. I guess when they hot, they hot.
Are you Freddie Johnson?
I refuse to answer that question on the grounds you might incriminate. Besides, you haven't even told me who you are.
I'm Gloria's brother.
Wonder where that Freddie is. He should have been back about an hour ago. Look, when he gets back, I'll tell him you called.
Don't give me that. I know you're Freddie Johnson.
Oh, you know it, huh? Well, any brother of Gloria's is a brother of mine. Put it there, bro.
I thought it was about time you and I had a little brotherly talk about my sister.
Yeah, well, what'd you have in mind? Lighten up there, bro.
Now, my sister, she comes from a highly respectable family.
She does, she does.
She is honest and sincere.
Yes, she is. She is. Everything you say she is, she is.
Now, you've been going out with her for 6 months.
Has it been that long? Seems like just yesterday.
And I want to know your intentions. Are they good or are they bad?
My intentions are honorable. I assure you, sir, I have nothing but honorable intentions. In fact, my intentions are so honorable, I'd appreciate it very much if you'd explain to me what a bad intention is. Sir, I have nothing but respect for Gloria. Gloria and I are just good friends.
Well, what were your intentions the other night when you asked her to meet you a block from the house at 1 in the morning?
Well, I don't see how you keep coming up with these bombs.
Well, I'm going to stay right here until my sister gets here and see what's going on myself.
You're going to stay? Didn't Gloria tell you? I had to cancel her appointment. See, this sudden business deal came up. There's some big executives coming around.
What about all these soft lights and this champagne here, huh?
Oh, some of them are lady executives.
Oh, you two-timing my sister.
What? Me two-time a fine girl like Gloria? If I told you no and crossed my heart, would you believe I was telling the truth?
Your heart is not over here.
It ain't?
Your heart is over there. But if you want your heart over here, I can arrange it.
Well, bro, I guess I better level with you. I've been giving a lot of thought to Gloria and myself. And she's a fine, upstanding young lady. She got a big heart, Big legs and a big brother.
What about her legs?
Well, actually, nothing. Well, I was just saying to myself, what have I got to offer Gloria? This. Well, it ain't too bad, is it? I mean, compared to Gloria, I'm just a jive nobody. So early this evening, when I spoke to her, we broke up.
You broke up?
Yeah. It's all over between Gloria and I. Nothing happened.
I mean, you really mean that?
Bruh, do you think I'd lie to you twice?
Well, I think you done the right thing.
Glad to hear that. You know, I mean, I think we understand each other, and we're both men of the world. Let me show you the kind of chicks I'm used to going out with. Here, come on over here. You know, let me show you why I don't deserve a girl like Gloria. Yeah, this is my stash. Everybody got a stash. Yes, they do, too. Yeah, I got my stash. Here it is, right here. Look at this. Now look at that. Just look at that. You don't run into girls like Gloria every day. Not one the caliber of Gloria in the whole bunch.
Hey, I like that one.
Been quite a while, huh, bro? 84270. Man, I see what I can do, but I know it's gonna be difficult. Let's see, 84270. 842. I try to keep things in order. You know,
Yeah.
I was the clerk in the service.
Really?
84270. She's a stewardess.
A stewardess?
Yeah, you hit the jackpot.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, she works for one of our friendly airlines. Yeah, in fact, she was voted Miss Friendly of the Month 4 times.
Oh?
Yeah, they won't let her on a 747. Yeah. Oh, just a minute. Let me look up her schedule here. See. Oh, she'll be in 20 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, if you rush, you could meet her at the airport. Here, give her this note. A friend in need is a friend indeed. It's better to give than to receive. Okay, there you go. Yeah, you gotta hurry up. You don't want to miss them, because they don't wait.
Oh, and brother, thank you. I really don't know how to thank you.
Well, it ain't right for one guy to hog it all. Hello. Gloria. Yeah. Gloria, just a second. When you get ready to come in through the back entrance. Yeah, there's been a suspicious character lurking around you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Johnny Cash.
Busted flat in Baton Rouge, waiting for the train, feeling about as faded as my jeans. Bobby flagged the diesel down just before it rained, took us all the way to New Orleans. Then I pulled my harpoon out of my dirty red bandana and was blowing sad while Bobby sang the blues. With the windshield wipers flapping time and Bobby's hand in mine, we finally sung up every song that driver knew. Freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose. Nothing ain't worth nothing, but it's free. Feeling good was easy, Lord, while Bobby sang the blues. Feeling good was good enough for me. Good enough for me and Bobby McGee. From the coal mines of Kentucky to the California sun, Bobby shared the secrets of my soul. Standing right beside me, Lord, through everything I'd done. And every night she'd keep me from the cold. And then one day near Salinas, Lord, I let her slip away. Looking for the home I hope she'll find. And I trade all my tomorrows for one single yesterday, holding Bobby's body close to mine. Freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose. Nothing ain't worth nothing but it's free. Feeling good was easy, Lord, while Bobby sang the blues. Feeling good was good enough for me. Good enough for me and Bobby McGee. Yeah, what's your friend's name there, Flip?
Oh, this is my bass. I don't go anywhere without my bass. That way I'm always ready to do a solo or perhaps join in a duet.
You better be careful how you aim that thing,
Oh,
Flip.
excuse me. I don't want to hurt a superstar.
Hey, you know all the old country songs, right? Was talking
Sure,
about
I'm a
before the
big
show.
country and western
You know the
fan.
one about the Indian country called Oklahoma Hills?
Sure, I know that. I was born on a reservation.
What, were you?
Yeah, I had to have a room. Let's put it on it.
Let's sing it up. Many months have come and gone since I wandered from my home.
Sing song, John. Sing song.
I am. I'm just doing it my way. In
Don't
those
press it.
Oklahoma hills where I was born.
Do I come in now?
Not yet, I'll tell you when, okay? Though a page of life has turned, many a lesson I have learned, yet I feel like in those hills...
I am in this, right?
Right. I do belong. Now you go... Boom, 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 way down yonder in the Indian Nation. Ride my pony on the reservation. Oklahoma Hills where I was born. Way down yonder in the Indian Nation. The cowboy's life is my occupation. Oklahoma Hills where I was born.
Do it to
This is your verse now, Flip.
My verse?
Your verse.
Oh,
This
now,
next verse is
I
yours.
thought we were going to do the whole song together. We never discussed me
Well,
having...
we sing the chorus together, but you do a whole verse by yourself.
Oh, I know the melody. I don't know the lyrics.
Okay, I'll give them to you.
Oh, I'd
All right.
appreciate it.
All right. But as I sit here today,
But as I sit here today,
many miles I am away
many miles I am away.
from the place I rode my pony through the draw.
Oh, that's a lot of words, man. From the place I rode my pony to the draw.
Draw.
Draw, okay.
Where the oak and black jack trees.
Where the oak and white jack trees
Kiss the playful prairie breeze.
kiss the playful prairie breeze.
In those Oklahoma hills I do belong.
In those Oklahoma hills I do belong.
Boom, boom, boom. Way down yonder in the Indian Station. Ride my pony on the reservation. Oklahoma hills where I was born.
I knew we'd kill 'em.
Way down yonder in the Indian Nation, the cowboy's life is my occupation. Oklahoma hills where I was born.
I can yodel
Now,
now. I knew we'd do it. Come on. Y'all got it.
Hello? Oh, hi, Bonnie. I thought you were sending over that new actress for the audition. Your office? I thought you said over here. I even sent out for some food so we wouldn't have to waste time going to lunch. Well, when she gets there, send her over, okay? Yeah, I got the script. I'll brush up on my lines. Later, Bonnie.
delicious has arrived, honey. No fancy ribbons on our meat. What you see is what you eat. They make me say that.
Well, come in.
Who's in here with you?
Nobody. I'm here alone.
Mm-hmm. There's nobody here with you. I'm not coming in there.
Well, I just want to pay you for the chicken.
Oh, yeah, I bet you do, too. You ordered chicken for 2, right?
That's right.
Okay, well, why would you order chicken for 2 when you're alone? Huh? There might be chicken in here, but there's something fishy in there.
Okay, then I'll pay you right here.
Watch out. Keep your hands off my bucket. You can't go around grabbing people's buckets. You don't know me that well. First the money, then the merchandise. They make you say that, too.
Well, how much do I owe you?
That'd be $4.75. Ooh, you're doing all right, ain't you? You gonna give me a little something extra,
Well,
ain't you?
Here's a 10.
Yes. Excuse me, I gotta make a deposit.
Well, no change?
Honey, once the money has been deposited, that's it. Here's your bucket. Haven't I seen you someplace before?
Well, I've made a few pictures, you know.
You're one of them big-time movie stars. Say, these your initials?
Yeah, they're mine.
JB. JB, let me see them. You ain't Jack Benny. What's your name?
I'm Jim Brown.
Jim? You know you look just like yourself. Yeah, I never miss your pictures. The reason I didn't recognize you close up is I generally sit in the balcony. Woo, for the balcony.
Well,
You like it, huh, Jim? Yes.
Well, what's your name, honey?
Geraldine.
Is that
Geraldine got a bucket for your honey Jones.
is that Miss or Mrs.?
A little of both.
Both?
That's right, my boyfriend and I have an understanding. Do you understand?
Yes, I think I understand. Now, if you'll pardon me, I gotta ask you to leave, please.
Say, Jim, as a hero, could I ask you a favor?
What is it?
Don't get any ideas. It's not that kind of favor. You don't know me that well. Say, now, I'm your biggest fan. I bet I've seen every one of your pictures 3 times.
You've seen every one of my pictures 3 times?
That's right, honey.
All 12 of them?
That's right. Killer calls him the Dirty Dozen.
Well, who's Killer?
Killer's my boyfriend. That's who I wanted to ask you the favor for. Jim, would you give Killer a job?
I really don't have time to discuss your boyfriend, miss.
You don't have time to discuss Killer? Then we'll take the time. Sure, you got a minute.
But
Don't be ridiculous.
I
You got a minute.
I don't have a minute. Now, please, you have to go.
Oh, catch me, Jim. Oh, my. Jim, I think I'm gonna faint.
Well, maybe you should get some air.
Maybe I shouldn't, too. Maybe I should go over here on the couch and lay down. Don't hold that bucket too close. I think it's the fumes from the chicken delicious. Ooh. Oh, my goodness. I am exasperated, Jim.
What am I going to do now?
If I didn't already have a boyfriend, I'd make a suggestion.
How come when you faint that you're talking?
I always talk when I faint. Yeah. Say, Jim, would you give me a glass of water and a shot of scotch to wash it down? Would you hurry up, please? I don't think I like your attitude. Oh, back. I thought you wasn't gonna get back. Yeah, little boy blue. Sit down, Jim. No sweat. Won't be no harder than running through the line. Now, about that job for Killer.
But what's Killer good at?
Honey, I think that's rather personal. He'd like to be a movie star.
But what is he doing now?
Nothing.
What would he like to do?
He's doing that now, but ain't nobody taking pictures of it. Well, in the meantime, how about a bodyguard? Don't you think you should have a bodyguard? It's vicious out there. You should hear some of the things some of my girlfriends are planning to do. A couple of them done it already.
Well, has he had an experience as a bodyguard?
Are you kidding? Look at that. He's been guarding my body for 15 years and never fell asleep on the job.
Okay, I'll give him a job.
You give him a job? Then I'll call Killer and tell him he got the job. Hello, Killer? What do you mean, who is this? Yeah. Jim said you got the job. You better believe it. Yeah, you got the job. Let's get that straightened out first. I'll ask you. Killer wants to know what the salary is.
$150.
Killer, it's a biggie. Yeah, $150. 150. Wow, you really think well, that's pressing, don't you? Really? Well, I'll ask you. Killer said he won't work for less than $200.
All right, I'll make it $200.
He went for it. Yeah, it's a deal, $200. He wants to know when you want him to report for work.
Well, ask him if he can be here by 3. I've got 8 beautiful starlets to audition.
How many did you say?
8.
Keller, he said be here at 3 because he got 9 beautiful starlets to audition. Yeah, well, maybe before supper. He don't know when to stop. Well, I might as well make myself comfortable. Have a little of this chicken delicious. It's gonna be a long day.
In this particular case, what you see, The Flip Wilson Show, is what you will get every day at 5 p.m. It's regular time starting on Monday, only on TV Land.